What's up, guys? So, for today, I have decided to build around Sheoldred. Is it disgusting? Is that gross? Yeah, a little bit. Do I expect people to give me shit about it? Also, yes. But, we're not going to be mono black. We're not going to be Rakdos. We're going to go with Dimir. I think I want to try and gain the most value that I can, I guess, out of Sheoldred's first ability. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. And I'm like, you know what? Color's pretty good at drawing cards? Red, it's true. Rakdos is pretty good. But blue. Blue is arguably even better. Now, there is one card that I am very excited for to go in the deck as well, to be paired with Sheoldred. It is Commit to Memory. Now, ideally, I would run a full set of these. I would run a full set of Commit to Memory, as well as Sheoldred, and maybe go with some kind of self-mill theme to make it easier for us to cast Memory. Memory says Aftermath, which means it can only be cast from your graveyard. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draws 7 cards. It is a wheel effect. Now, I looked earlier. I don't know if Windfall is in the game. We do not have Windfall in the game. Windfall would have been a much easier way to make us wheel. And so not only will wheeling gain us a bunch of life, it'll do a lot of damage to our opponent. Because it says each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draws 7 cards. So if Sheoldred's out, that means our opponent's going to lose 14 life, which is pretty sick. But yes, Windfall. Windfall would be perfect. Literally perfect for this deck. 1, it's an uncommon. And 2, it's only a 3 mana spell, rather than me having to get Memory into our graveyard and then casting it for double that amount. We would have started with Windfall. Each player discards their hand, then draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards a player discarded this way, which is usually going to be a decent amount. But we don't have access to Windfall in Historic. Very sad, very disappointing. But that's okay. So I want to go with a bunch of card draw for Sheoldred. So I have cards so far that benefit from that, like Faerie Vandal. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put +1/+1 counter on Faerie Vandal. 1/2 flash flying. I like it. Morbid Opportunist. Whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Then we have Sheoldred, of course, and then we have 24 lands just to start off with. Our curve does need to reach 6, just in case we do end up casting Memory. So we're probably going to keep the full 24. Now from here, I'm thinking we need more card draw. We need protection for Sheoldred. And probably some removal spells. So let's see. So protection's pretty simple. I'm thinking like one of my favorite cards in like all of the new set is where is it? Oh, not the new set. In standard. Shore Up's not bad. Shore Up's from the new set. It's pretty good. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 against hexproof until end of turn. Untap it. It's pretty good. I was thinking slip out the back. Slip out the back, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, phases out. This is one of my favorite protection spells. Shore Up isn't bad though. Now, slip out the back is decent. Well, actually, I think it's incredible. I think it's super great. It does not work well with Faerie Vandal though. Because if we phase it out, Actually, it says put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. In my mind, phasing out would make our creature lose their counters, but it doesn't. I'm a clown. It literally puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Slip out the back is incredible. All right, so Faerie Vandal is going to go in. I was looking at some Death Touch creatures earlier, just to help out with the early game. So I was looking at like Foulmire Knight. We have 1 turned on. We also have instant. I'm surprised we got any results. So Death Touch creatures. Let's just go with creature. Common, uncommon. I was taking a look at Foulmire Knight. 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch. It also has Profane Insight. For 3 mana, we can draw a card and lose 1 life. Pretty good. You know, it fits the theme of the deck like super well. It's got draw, it's got Death Touch creature, which is what I'm looking for. I did look at Boot Nipper for a second. 2 mana, 2/1. There's a battlefield of your choice of a Death Touch counter or lifelink counter on it. That provides flexibility that maybe is useful against like an aggro deck. Because Gifted Aetherborn was definitely one of the first cards that came to mind when I thought of Death Touch creatures. 2 black for a 2/3 Death Touch lifelink. Super sick, super great. But we're running dual color. So it makes me like Gifted Aetherborn less. Because we're running dual colors and we're playing on a budget, it's not likely that we get Gifted Aetherborn out on turn 2. Like, it's not very likely to happen. It's not going to be very consistent. Which is why I was thinking that Boot Nipper would be better. It's 1 in a black. And then, again, we get the choice of Death Touch or lifelink. But then there's Mire Triton. Mire Triton's really good as well. 1 in a black for a 2/1. Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards, you can gain 2 life. A little bit of life gain. Is a Death Touch body. And if we mill Commit to Memory, that makes it easier for us. Excuse me. It makes it easier for us because we don't have to cast the commit part first to get memory into our graveyard. And commit is 3 in a blue for an instant that says, put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library second from the top, which is a pretty interesting effect. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, so do I go with Mire Triton? Do I go with Foulmire Knight? Foulmire Knight, I potentially like more. It'd be nice to have more turn 1 plays. And Foulmire Knight just having Death Touch, even playing out as 1 mana 1/1, that's a pretty decent way to help control the board. Now, again, we are going to want removal spells. Probably at least 6 is what I'm thinking. 6 should be a decent amount. And that leaves us about 10 card slots left. So we need some draw discard effects is what I'm thinking. So let's see. What options do we have to us? I'm also pretty low on uncommon wild cards. So I'm going to try my best to not have to craft anything else. Let's see. Academy Wall. No. Am I missing something? Oh, creature. I was like, I'm not seeing all the options that I should be. And it's because I had creature turned on. Let's see. The Modern Age. Draw a card, then discard a card. Exile the Saga. Return to the battlefield. It becomes a 2/3. It's kind of cute. I like it. It's a 2-drop. It'll get 2 counters for Faerie Vandal. I mean, they're both 2-drops, so I can't play it at the same time. But even if I happen to start with Modern Age first, if I can play Faerie Vandal even just the next turn after, that's at least 1 additional trigger. And we get another 2/3 flying body, which is pretty good, I think. And I've never gotten to play with this card. I'm going to use the Modern Age. I think that could be cool. Let's see. I was going to think of like a Thirst for Discovery is really good. Let's see. Trial of Knowledge. Nah. Let's see. Here's some black cards. Bad Deal. You draw 2 cards and each opponent discards 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Skull Raid. Target opponent discards 2 cards. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded this way, you draw cards equal to the difference. Skull Raid is interesting. The discard effect is very rude. The Foretell is interesting as well because I would never expect that this is the card that my opponent foretold. Like I would never think that was the case. But we're not going to go with Skull Raid today. No. I also think discard effects are super rude. I hate them. And it'd make me feel like a hypocrite if I were to run them as well. Let's see. Rousing Reed. Chant creature. When Rousing Reed enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards and discard a card. Chanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. I don't think we need it. Let's see. How are we doing creature-wise? Foulmire Knight, Faerie Vandal, Modern Age becomes a creature. We have Morbid Opportunist, Commit, and then we have Sheoldred. We're pretty creature-heavy right now. 15 creatures. let's take a look at some destroy. We might need more card draw, but I think, like I said, I wanted at least 6 removal spells. Let me look at destroy and draw. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn, draw a card. You are already dead. That is an interesting card. Foulmire Knight will already take care of anything it deals damage to. Morbid Opportunist will not. This is instant speed. We would not be able to trigger it with Morbid Opportunist necessarily. We could bait out some blocks. I'm gonna try out You Are Already Dead. That seems like a cool card. And again, it fits the theme of the deck. Destroy stuff. Or not even destroy stuff. That's not part of the theme. Really, the theme is just draw while Liliana is out. Okay, so let's see. What else is really good? I like Feed the Swarm. I like Feed the Swarm a lot. And then Infernal Grasp. Infernal Grasp is just really good. Not going to go with Cut Down. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Although, if we need more removal spells, maybe. I could go with more You Are Already Dead. We don't have ways to, like, ping for damage. So any value we get from You Are Already Dead needs to be from our creatures blocking, essentially. We probably still need more draw and maybe 2 more removal spells. Maybe another Infernal Grasp, maybe another Feed the Swarm. I'm not very much of a counterspell player. Let's see about more draw. Curiosity. Curiosity is really good, actually. We can just run a full set of not Curiosity, Consider. And that'd probably be good enough. I was looking at Wizard class earlier. You have no maximum hand size, which is kind of cool. 2 in a blue, whenever this class becomes level 2, draw 2 cards. And then for 3, whenever you draw a card, put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So that would also help increase the size of our board. But I don't know that we need it. This is a maybe. A maybe that we'll come back to. Oh, wow. This is the original version? Yo, that's rough. Oh my god. I didn't realize the original version of Wizard class was 4 in a blue to reach level 3. That is that's booty cheeks, dude. That's super rough. Okay, and I've already taken care of our mana base, kind of. We have a little more black than blue. I have to remember that Foulmire Knight technically has draw too. The Modern Age is draw. Consider is draw. We actually don't have that much draw. Maybe not enough draw. Morbid Opportunist. A full set of Morbid Opportunist seems excessive. We'll try out the deck. We'll try out the deck as is, and we'll make adjustments accordingly. We'll adjust for either more draw, more removal, more creatures if we need it. Let's see. So we'll go over to Historic Play, Sheoldred. Alright, let's try it out. I'm excited. I haven't got to use Sheoldred. There's been a lot of hype about her. She's been super good, right? Again, mono black, incredibly popular in Standard right now. And I have seen it in some ranked Historic as well. Let's see. Again, Rakdos decks. Same thing, very popular with Sheoldred. And if I go over to Untapped right now, I guarantee mono black is still in like the top tiers of the leaderboard. Wow. It is. It is actually second though. For standard meta, standard best of 1, bronze through mythic, mono white aggro has taken the popularity away from mono black a little bit. Number 1 deck, mono white aggro. After that, mono black control, Celestial Enchantments, then mono red aggro and Gruul aggro. I didn't know Gruul aggro was up there as well. It's interesting. So we're gonna keep the hand. We have Sheoldred already, which is kind of neat. We don't have a turn 1 play, so we're just gonna start with Dismal Backwater. Or we can't have a turn 1 play because we go with Dismal Backwater. Our opponent copies us. Nice. Let's see. We're going to go with, I think, the Modern Age. We're going to set that up right now. We're going to draw a card, discard a card, probably discard a swamp. Sick. We pull an island, so we get to discard a swamp. We maybe hope to find a Faerie Vandal. Opponent plays Fibblethip the Lost. When there's a battlefield, draw a card. Okay, let's see. We have to discard again. What do I discard? I'm almost thinking a Consider. Like, the correct answer should be a land, right? Like, between us casting a Consider, us casting another The Modern Age, we'll definitely find another land, right? But we need... Okay, I'll do it. I'll discard a swamp. We'll play an island. I'm going to Consider here, and I think I'm going to hold up the Infernal Grasp. Do I want Foulmire Knight right now? Not really. Another swamp? Okay. We're just going to end the turn there. Now, our opponent has Fibblethip the Lost. When Fibblethip the Lost enters the battlefield, draw a card. If it entered from your library, was cast from your library, draw 2 cards instead. When it comes to target of a spell, shuffle Fibblethip into its owner's library. So, I don't actually want to kill Fibblethip because it's going to get shuffled back into our opponent's library. Oh, interesting. They kill off their own original Fibblethip for another one. Now, you see, that would have been a good card for our deck. Here at the end step, we're just going to Consider. We don't need another Modern Age, I don't think. I'm hoping to find a Faerie Vandal or protection for our Sheoldred. We draw a Morbid Opportunist, which I think is pretty good. I think we're just going to set that up. And we'll end the turn. Morbid Opportunist will allow us to draw additional cards now by killing off creatures, so that's pretty good. We do have a Feed the Swarm in hand and an Infernal Grasp. Our opponent used Fabled Passage. Okay. Yart's Fenlurker. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent exiles a card from their hand. Oof. Feels bad. I'm going to get rid of the Feed the Swarm, I think. Yeah. We get rid of the Feed the Swarm because it's sorcery speed. Now, you are already dead. Interesting. We could go for Sheoldred. Our opponent's holding up 2 blue mana, which scares us. So I'm going to go for the Modern Age. Nice. We're going to discard one of the You Are Already Deads. Now we're going to go for a Faerie Vandal. Doesn't get countered. Feels good. We're going to swing out here. Our opponent blocks with Fibblethip. It's fine. And we get to draw a card from Morbid Opportunist. Oh, and play a land. Sick. I didn't realize that we were missing a land drop. Okay, so far we're doing good. We're in a Dimir versus Dimir thing. Oh, we lose an Infernal Grasp. We're very close to losing our Sheoldred. We need to draw more. Okay, we can discard a swamp here. That's perfectly okay. I'm going to try to play out Sheoldred. We hold the Foulmire Knight to then cast next turn to draw a card and lose 1 life. Draw another card. Gain 2 life. Sick. And we end the turn. Okay, our board is looking good. We're feeling good. I'm sure our opponent is pissed to see a Sheoldred. We don't have any protection for Sheoldred in our hand, which is a little bit of a bummer. Opponent plays a Tonebound Lich. When it enters the battlefield, it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Oof. Our opponent wanting to draw cards, that's very bad for them. Sheoldred hard counters their deck. Which is pretty interesting to me, because we're playing decks with like very similar themes. Alright, we're going to go with Profane Insight. We draw a card and lose 1 life. That trigger Faerie Vandal though, and trigger Sheoldred. We can now play Foulmire Knight if we want, and we can still hold up 1 mana for Slip Out the Back, which is very good for us. I can kill the Tome-Bound Lich, which I think I'm going to do. So we're going to kill that. Morbid Opportunist is also going to trigger. And that's just good game. That felt good. That felt solid. Felt like we had a decent amount of board presence. We were drawing a good amount of cards. Our opponent even made us exile 2 cards from hand. That was good. That felt, yeah, that felt solid. Good game 1. We're not going to make any changes yet. We're just going to hop into the next one. Nice. I'm hoping that this deck will be successful. We've not had very good success in these past 2 days. Now, we don't have any creatures in our opening hand. But Modern Age becomes a creature. You Are Already Dead is not a good removal spell right now. I think I want to mulligan. Triple Island is super rough. Alright, we go down to 5. Get rid of an island. And a swamp. Oof. That was very unlucky. I didn't think our opening hand was good enough to keep, and I don't know, maybe we're being punished for mulliganing. But I'm still new to the deck. I don't know what hands are necessarily great. I was really just hoping to try and find a Faerie Vandal, and we do. We find one. That's sick. Oh, Faerie Vandal has flash. I should have been holding that up to flash into... should have flashed onto the battlefield during our opponent's end step. That is definitely a misplay by me. I'm going to start with the Modern Age. Draw a card. Ooh, we drew Commit, which is sick because we can discard that now. And we even have 1 blue mana up for a Slip Out the Back to protect our Faerie Vandal. Do we use it? Probably not. Note to Sundays real quick. Don't rank on Sundays. You lost so much it felt skewed. Is today Sunday? I'm not gonna lie, I don't track days of the week super well. It is Sunday. Really? It was that bad, VMad? I was playing some ranked earlier today. My first 2 games, they were pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Do I get rid of Foulmire Knight here? What do I discard? Do I want to keep the Consider instead? We will discard a Foulmire Knight. I was playing some ranked earlier today. I saw that I had dropped from 93% down to 90 from not having played. So I decided to grind up a little bit. I ended at either 93 or 94%. But my first 2 games in it, it was rough. It was very rough. I ended up having a lot of mirror matches. Like, more so than I've had in recent memory. Like, I had a bunch of opponents who were also running Is It Wizards. Good to know, though. I'm sorry to hear that you had that you had a bunch of trouble as well. Where'd you end up at, B-Mad? We lose our Faerie Vandal, which is a bummer. Oh, actually, it's not that bad because we have Morbid Opportunist out. Oh, what a sick card. Nice. Modern Age flips. We got a cute little 2/3 flyer. I can now play a Faerie Vandal and then also feed the Swarm their bear. Let's see. When enters the battlefield, search your library for a snow land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Gets +1/+0 for each other snow permanent you control. Is its original a 0/4? Interesting card. We're going to start by... We're not going to flash... Do I flash out the Faerie Vandal now? I don't flash it out. I play Faerie Vandal now. The reason I play it now is because we're going to feed the Swarm their bear. And feed the Swarm is sorcery speed, so I can't wait. Otherwise, like if we had Infernal Grasp, then I definitely would have waited. I could have waited until our opponent's end step, then flashed out a Faerie Vandal, and then flashed out an Infernal Grasp to kill one of their creatures. It went down to 85. Oof. That is rough. Weren't you at like 94? Because I was pretty sure you had gotten ahead of me in Mythic. 85, that feels bad though. That's gotta hurt. Yep. Oof. That's rough. Rooker was just telling me earlier today that I had convinced him, maybe group effort, convinced him to try and push for Mythic as well. hit 95 and fell. Oof. All right, let me see. This turn, I will start with another Modern Age. Our opponent has 4 force up. I don't know that I'm that afraid of them. They could buff their Ascendant Spirits and then maybe have some kind of fight effect. Let's see. What do we discard? I think we can discard a Consider. No. I still just discard the island. Yeah, because I'm not going to kill the Ascendant Spirit yet. We're going to... Do I consider now? I can't wait to consider, right? Alright, we're going to swing out here. We're going to see if our opponent has some kind of response. They do have 4 mana up. Again, at the very least, they can make Ascendant Spirit bigger. And make it a 2/3, resolve. Now, do I kill it before it can block? I'm going to kill it before it has a chance to block. But yeah, Rooker said that he was going to start pushing to Mythic because... I don't know. He said we convinced him to. And last I heard, he was in Diamond 4. So he got out of Platinum, hit Diamond. He told me he was struggling. He was struggling in Diamond 4, though. The last message I got from him, I don't know if they're on here still. This probably doesn't keep messages that long. Yeah, he got stuck in Diamond 4, but last thing he told me was that he was going to change up the deck that he was using. And then, yeah. And I haven't gotten an update since then. We'll discard an island here. Actually, we'll discard a swamp. We have a lot of blue in our hand. Excuse me. Okay. So Bubble Snare. When there's a battlefield, if it was kicked, tap enchant a creature. Enchant creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay, so we pretty much lose that Faerie Vandal. So we'll play an island. Okay, see, now I can flash in Faerie Vandal at our opponent's end step. And then also consider. No, Faerie Vandal is draw your second card. I don't have a way to draw 2 cards during our opponent's turn. We're just going to consider here. A Modern Age. Modern Age is pretty good. We'll play out another Modern Age. We discard a Faerie Vandal here. We go to combat. Connect for 2. Our opponent's down to 6. And during their end step, I probably flash in a Faerie Vandal. Yeah, Rooker seemed on the fence about whether or not he wanted to continue to push. He said something about it being like, I don't know, frustrating or something. Or even annoying. Oh, he did say he doesn't think it's worth it necessarily. Icebreaker Kraken. When there's a battlefield, artifacts and creatures target opponent controls don't untap during that player's next untap step. Return 3 snow lands you control to their owner's hand. This is interesting. So I can just let this resolve, right? Pass. They're going to swing the Toski. They get to draw a card. Actually, I can flash in Faerie Vandal here. Our opponent's tapped out. I can flash in the Faerie Vandal. Block so that they don't get to draw the card. And we have a Faerie Vandal that's going to go up to 3. Faerie Vandal is going to get pretty big. Oh, wait, no. One of these flipped. Okay, it's only going to get 1 more counter on it. Ooh, we will discard a land for sure. Damn you, Faerie Vandal. If only it got bigger every time we drew a card. Let's see. We swing the Faerie Vandal. It's okay. Oh, man. I actually needed that land. If I had that land, we could play Memory. Let's see. We'll end the turn. We'll hold up protection for our Faerie Vandal. We will hold up the Consider, and we will actually try to find a land. If we find a land, we can cast Memory, and that'd be really cool. Our opponent's going to get to, like, gain life and stuff. In fact, they may even destroy our Saga. Opponent plays a Titan of Industry. Our opponent's playing some big guys. I guess I need to look for some removal spells. Target player gains 5 life. They create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. Okay. We're still in this, I think. Again, if we can just find Sheoldred and then cast this Memory, like, we can definitely win. Pass to attackers. Toski has to attack every combat. They're going to swing their Kraken. I block their Kraken. They don't swing with the Kraken. Why would you not swing with the Kraken? Alright, we block here. Nothing dies. We don't get a trigger for a Morbid Opportunist, which is too bad. I was actually kind of hoping that they would swing their Kraken. We're going to consider. We either want Sheoldred or land. Okay, we got to land. We're going to take the swamp. We're going to go to our turn. The Modern Age. Okay, this is interesting. We hold the Memory still. We're going to play the Modern Age here. The reason I'm still going to hold Memory is because if we get Sheoldred down onto the field and then cast Memory, it'll deal 14 damage to our opponent right off the bat, which is good. We don't need another Morbid Opportunist. So that can go. We need to keep this Slip Out the Back. No, we don't need to keep it in our hand anymore. No, I was thinking we needed to keep a card in hand for this, the draw discard here. So that way, in case we do draw Sheoldred, we had another card to discard that's not Sheoldred, but we're okay. I'll swing. Oh, Titan of Industry has reach. We have 2 blockers still. Titan of Industry also has Trample. I think I want to swing 2 Vector Gliders. The reason I want to swing 2 Vector Gliders, they will block one with a Titan of Industry. It will die. We'll get another draw off Morbid Opportunist. And then the other one just gets to connect for 2 damage. And we still have 3 blockers for next turn. So we get a draw. An island. Okay. And now we end the turn. Okay, so I gotta remember, if they swing with their Icebreaker type or Icebreaker Kraken, I can declare something like the Vector Glider or Faerie Vandal as a blocker and then slip it out the back, and then we won't take damage. But I cannot do that for Titan of Industry because it has Trample, so I need to remember to not try and do it on that one. Opponent gets to Scry X, where X is the amount of snow mana cast to spend this to cast a spell, then draw 3 cards. Man, see, if we had Sheoldred, they wouldn't be able to do this. Sheoldred, where are you? We've gone through half of our deck. Almost half. There are 33 cards remaining in our deck, and we still have not seen Sheoldred yet. And if we had just gotten it literally before now, I think our opponent... Well, I mean, our opponent wouldn't be able to cast a spell. They would take 6. That would set them down to 1. There's no way that they would be able to risk it. We need to be able to live like 2 turns. I need a removal spell for Titan of Industry or Sheoldred. And even Sheoldred is maybe not enough right now. Blizzard Brawl, that's okay. Morbid Opportunist triggers off itself. Is what I thought. Never mind. Whenever 1 or more other creatures die. Dude, Morbid Opportunist. Really? Come on. It couldn't be both. Okay, we're going to slip out the back. The Faerie Vandal. We're going to keep it alive. In fact, our opponent can't afford to swing Titan of Industry because it's their only reach creature. Yeah. Icebreaker Kraken. How much damage is this? Like a lot, right? I kind of have to block the Kraken. Our opponent's going to get to draw 2 more cards here. Dude, oh my god. If we just had Sheoldred. Come on, where is she? If we top deck her now, I think it's too late. Another Morbid Opportunist. What do we draw? Infernal Grasp? We need the Infernal Grasp. We don't need this island anymore. Faerie Vandal gets trigger. Well, both of them do, although this one still can't do anything about it. I still don't want to memory. We are going to Infernal Grasp this Titan of Industry. Oh, actually, that's lethal. Oh, we got lethal. I wasn't even paying attention, but good game, opponents. And I did miss a draw by not playing Morbid Opportunist first. But it's fine. We got there. That was game. We beat out the Titan of Industry, our opponent's snow deck. I like snow. The snow cards are cool. They don't. I don't think they see enough play. There's actually like almost no downside to playing snowlands. I've thought about this before, but I can't even remember the specific cards that came to mind. But there were some cards that you could benefit from your opponent playing if you had snowlands. There's only a few that I remember, or like very specific scenarios. But I think technically there are more payoffs than drawbacks for running snowlands. Okay, our hand doesn't look great. We have Sheoldred, we have protection for Sheoldred, but we don't have any draw. Our opponent's going first, we're on the draw. We have Infernal Grasp. We'll keep our hand, it just doesn't look super great. So we're just gonna hope. There's some more removal. That's helpful as well. I was gonna say, Infernal Grasp helps keep us alive to get Sheoldred out. But really, we don't want to try and play Sheoldred until turn 5. Ooh, God, this is why I love Feed the Swarm. Look at this. Druid class, get the fuck out of here. Feed the Swarm. It's so good. It's so goddamn good. It's one of our only options for removal, for enchantment removal in black. And in fact, I haven't even checked to see what all the options are in Arena. But there's not a lot for black in general. So I'm sure it's even lesser for Arena. We're going to play a Morbid Opportunist here. It's a good top deck. Get to fill out a curve nicely. Next turn, we can consider and probably Infernal Grasp one of their creatures. And we really need to find a land. We need to find one more black source for Sheoldred. It's not a black source, which is unfortunate. Alright, we're going to consider here. Nice, we're going to draw that swamp because we need it. Because next turn we can play Sheoldred, which is sick. Here we're going to Infernal Grasp the Risen Reef because it is a scary card. Nice. Next. No attacks and end the turn. Now if you see, we drew You Are Already Dead. It's probably a card that a lot of you have not seen. It says destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn, draw a card. I think this is going to be a very cool card in this deck. Our opponent's about to start making a bunch of Scute Swarms, which is very bad for us. But us getting Sheoldred out is going to be good for us. Decks like this with like Risen Reef. Wait, does Risen Reef count as draw? Oh my god, Risen Reef isn't draw. That sucks. If you don't put the card onto the battlefield, put it into your hand. So it is not card draw. We might not have a good shot at winning this game. We're going to cast Sheoldred though. Next. No attacks, end the turn. Alright, opponent took 2. We're in it. God, our opponent's at 22. Shia, Soul of the Wild. Okay, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. God, these Scute Swarms are going to be a bitch. We don't have any board wipes. Like, we don't have access to, like, Meat Hook Massacre. Another island. Not ideal. We're going to play out a Modern Age right now. We will draw and discard. We will discard this swamp because we don't need it. This is interesting. If I swing Sheoldred, There's like no chance that they block with the Shia, right? But by swinging with Sheoldred, they probably block with like a Scute Swarm, and it dies. We get to draw a card off Morbid Opportunist. This is what I am expecting to happen. Alright, they just take the 4. We're also okay with that. And we end the turn. If they swing their 10-10 at us, we get to block with Morbid Opportunist and then kill it with You Are Already Dead. So that'd be fun. That'd be very cool. Zendikar Royal. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 green elemental creature token. A little bit scary. A Ruin Crab. Okay. They don't have... Oh, they have Ramanop Excavator. Shit. Wait, what did I just miss? What just happened? Oh, I forgot about Shia. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to the other types. That's super rough. Ruin Crab just became a land. That's garbage. I was very confused. Oh my god, it's happening. You guys. Check it out. Morbid Opportunist blocks. Pass the damage. Shia took 1. And now we get to play You Are Already Dead. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Draw a card. Nice. The synergy. That was sick. That was very cool. Alright, we draw a discard again. Discard in the swamp. Cool. Morbid Opportunist. Do I play another swamp? Yeah, the Modern Age. It's going to flip next turn. If I swing Sheoldred, do you think they block with 5 creatures? We're going to end the turn. I'm not entirely sure how we win this game. If they play a single land, like, it's a really bad day for us. Like, the Scute Swarms are going to be enough to, like, completely fuck us up. I guess we have to hope that we can draw Commit to Memory. It might not be enough. There's this one card that says bounce a card, bounce like permanent to opponent's hand, and all permanents that share like the same name as it. I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name of the card, and I need to know if that is in. If it's an arena. If it is, that'd be like super good for us. Man, these double slip out the backs are not doing anything for us. All right, we swing a Sheoldred. Again, do they block with like 5 creatures? They don't. They block with a single Scute Swarm. They're greedy. We draw another swamp. That really sucks. Alright. We hope they don't find a land. Not a land. Another Ashaya. Okay. Oh, what? Ashaya gets to trigger itself? That's garbage. Non-token creatures control are forest lands in addition to the other types. That's trash. That was incredibly bad for us. Right, I was gonna say we could also top deck Faerie Vandal, which would have been decent a couple turns ago. Because they can't block flying. I think we have to take the 4 here. Which is okay. No blocks, pass the damage. We're still at 26 life. We have a lot. All right, come on. I don't know how we're gonna win this. Definitely not by continuously top decking land. Fuck it, we'll swing out here. Does our opponent block with their Scute Swarms? Yes or no? If we don't kill our opponent, we're going to concede. We're not going to go to our opponent's turn. Because they're going to end up playing... They can like top deck a land or something. And that's going to trigger all these Scute Swarms. It's going to throw a bunch of triggers on the stack. It's going to cause the audio bug to occur again. And we just don't need that. Okay, we're going to... Okay. We maybe have an out. We have one single out. It is... our Commit to Memory. If we draw this off of our Modern Age, how much mana do we have? We have 8 mana. That is exactly perfect. If we top deck this card, we can throw it into our graveyard and cast Memory for 6, make us both wheel. Our opponent draws 7 cards, they take 14 damage. This is our 1 out. 3% chance. Please, please, for the love of God, let it happen. It'd be so cool. That's another Sheoldred. Unfortunate. I can't even say unlucky. There's literally only a 3% chance that happened. Okay. Alright, we're going to concede. Alright, good game, opponent. We outie. Damn. We managed to get pretty far in that game. We didn't manage to win, but we were doing pretty decent. If we had gotten a Faerie Vandal earlier in the game, that might have been like enough, because they don't have really good answers, it doesn't seem like, for flying creatures. We did also get lucky that they top decked 2 non-land cards in a row, something like that, 2 or 3 turns, so that was pretty good. Opening hand, we start with tap land, no turn 1 play, even though we have a bunch of 1-drops. And then turn 2, Faerie Vandal. Not bad. Turn 3, we get to start making plays. God. I'm starting to hate tap lands more and more. I really am. They're just so slow. Our curve is so low. Maybe I cut them. Maybe we don't use them. Maybe we just go 12 and 12. Island Swamp. If the hand doesn't have the right mana, then we just mulligan. Alright, we still start with Dismal Backwater. Pass back. Oh, I didn't change our card sleeves. Or Yargle. Or our pet. That's too bad. But that's okay. We'll fix that after this game. I'll remember to do it. Opponent's playing mono black. We're going to go with... It's still just a Faerie Vandal. We hope it doesn't die. Alright, it went back to our opponent's turn really quickly. They're not mono black. Oh my god. They're playing a Ravaz deck. Yo, I spent like 2 days working with Ravaz trying to make it work. They haven't milled themselves at all, but that's what I'm expecting them to do soon. They're going to want to mill themselves, get dragons, big dragons into the graveyard. They can tap Ravaz, add 2 mana of any color, and then use that to cast a dragon spell out of the graveyard. That is sick. Oh man, I should really kill that. I really should kill that as much. As rude as that is. Fuck, I really kind of want to see it work. I want to see what our opponent's working with. Do I just play the Modern Age? I'll just play the Modern Age. What do we discard? We don't need double Foulmire Knights. Actually, do I need another swamp? I don't need another swamp. We'll find more land. I will play out Foulmire Knight, though. 1/1 Death Touch. And we swing in Faerie Vandal. Dude, Ravaz is sick. And look at the artwork for him. Look at that artwork. It's incredible, dude. You got this big-ass, beefy Viashino. Cool, spiky tail. Oh, wait. Actually, he probably doesn't have a tail. It's probably the dragon's tail. Got badass sword. He's got big-ass dragon. He played an adult... Oh, you know what? That's a fair point. Touche, opponent. Touche. Okay, we are going to discard... a swamp. Ravaz allows you to play dragons out of your graveyard, but you don't have to. You can tap, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon creature spells. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard. Whenever you cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard against, when this creature dies, exile it. Okay, so let's see. We probably need to kill the adult gold dragon. But I do still need to kill Ravaz. Tricky. Because if I kill the adult gold dragon now, he just brings it back with Ravaz literally next turn, and it swings with haste again. So it's not a good plan. Although, if we Draw another card this turn. Is there a way to draw a card? We do have a way to draw a card this turn. Faerie Vandal becomes big enough to contest Gold Dragon. I think I just need to Infernal Grasp the Revaz. That is cool though. Next, I swing the Foulmire Knight and I hold back the Faerie Vandal. We hold back the Faerie Vandal because our opponent can still swing their Adult Gold Dragon. And we can declare Faerie Vandal as a blocker. There's a Gold Span Dragon. What did I just say? Adult Gold Dragon the first time. Let's see. Resolve. Pass the blockers. Declare that as a blocker. We're going to slip it out the back. And we take 4. Ah, man, I was too greedy. I shouldn't have let the Revaz live. I was not expecting an Adult Gold Dragon. An Adult Gold Dragon. Our opponents, again, I thought our opponent would be in Rakdos colors. But, dude, they're like 4-color dragons. Maybe 5, probably. Let's see. Okay, so I can play Commit. Target spell a non-land permanent in its owner's library, second from the top. We can get rid of Gold Span Dragon right now. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. And we'll hold back the Faerie Vandal as a blocker against the Adult Gold Dragon. Okay, we can still win this. Even though I was greedy and I wanted to see what their deck is doing. I mean, I can see it now. Green. Alright, they're 5-color. Oh, God. That's a Lathless. Lathless is super horrifying. They're swinging the Adult Gold Dragon. Click it. Say yes. Click. Click again. It should die. Weird choice by our opponent. Ooh, we can... I guarantee you we can bait the Lathless. Check it. So we're going to play the Modern Age first. We will discard Foulmire Knight. We swing out. They probably block using their Lathless. I'm betting all of this turn on the fact that they're going to use Lathless to block. And now you are already dead. Ah, that felt good. Yes. We got a swamp to play for turn now too. Sick, sick. Bro, the you are already dead. It's a cool card. We only have 2 of them in the deck. But again, it just fits so well. Oh my god. We got it. We can do the thing. We're going to get rid of Morbid Opportunist. We can play Sheoldred here. Oh man, we're going to need another land. We swing the Foulmire. Oh, come on. Just let me top deck a land. Let me top deck a land and let me play the memory combo. I want to see it. I want to see it with my own eyes. Now, why are they swinging the Atsushi? When it dies, choose 1. Exile top 2 cards of your library. Till the end of your next turn, you may play those. They don't have any treasures right now? Do I take the 4? No, I can't. It's really tempting. Actually, we would have gotten another flying blocker. Damn it. Whoa. Why'd you... Oh my god, create 3 treasure tokens. Alright, I'm being punished for blocking. And they found something they can play. That was a really nice play, opponent. We win the game by exactly 1. Now, in 2 turns, I could win by playing Feed the Swarm. Like, even if we didn't top deck the land, we could have played the Feed the Swarm, killed the Mirim. We would have been fine. But we get to see it. We get to see Sheoldred with the memory. We're still going to have to swing. But, like, this is sick. We're about to gain so much life. Oh my god, look at all those triggers. Whoo! Good game. That was sick. Ah, let's go. That's the combo that we hope to see. That we hope to see every game. It's not likely to happen, but I think it's cool when it does. I liked that. I thought that was cool. It's just, again, it's really unlikely to happen because we literally only have a single copy of Commit to Memory in the deck. Look at that. We're all the way back up to 27. Full hand. That's cool. I liked it. I hope that was as exciting for you guys as it was for me. I'm really happy that we got there this early, actually. Don't mind that. I'm just making a little note for myself for later. Again, don't mind me. Oop. All right. Opening hand, looking solid. One of each color. Consider, slip out the back, Faerie Vandal. Modern Age. Do I hold Consider? Sure. We're going to hold the Consider. We're going to hold the Consider for Faerie Vandal. Although, I guess we don't need to, right? We're going to play Faerie Vandal this next turn. Turn after that, we're playing the Modern Age. Faerie Vandal is only triggered off of when we draw our second card each turn. And I don't think unless we draw another Consider, there's not a way for us to draw 2 cards on our opponent's turn. Not really. Unless we get, like, Foulmire Knight or another Consider. I'm going to Consider now. Swamp, we'll throw that into the graveyard. Oh, actually, I maybe should have taken that. We do kind of need double black for Sheoldred. Alright, we start with the Faerie Vandal. Next turn, we get to play another Faerie Vandal. Or the Modern Age. Probably still just the Modern Age, and then hold up a blue for slip out the back. Burning Tree Vandal. Has Riot. Whenever it attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Now, I just saw on the leaderboards that Gruul aggro is like one of the more popular decks right now. And I cannot help but wonder if this is maybe that deck list. Because I did not stop to check out to see what it is. Let's see. So this is an attack trigger, right? We'll swing the Faerie Vandal. I don't expect it to die. I do expect our opponent to probably play like a haste creature or something and hit us in the face. Ah, nice. Even better, they went for a removal spell, which is perfect. We get to protect our Faerie Vandal. They are going to swing in for 5 here, which is going to hurt. But we are okay. We are okay. We draw a second Swamp, which is very good. Do I get rid of a Faerie Vandal here? We need both Swamps. Another slip out the back for Sheoldred is ideal. What would I rather play this turn? A Modern Age or another Faerie Vandal? This is going to flip next turn. So if I play another Faerie Vandal, it doesn't do much, right? Unless, of course, I am the Modern Age. I think we get rid of this, the Modern Age. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Play out a Swamp, we play out a Faerie Vandal. Next, we swing with the 4-5. We end the turn. Alright, next turn we get Sheoldred and slip out the back. I don't know if that was the right play, but it was necessary. Alright, opponent plays Sunder Shaman, can't be blocked by more than one creature. It's a 5-5. Whenever it deals combat damage to the player, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Okay, at least it doesn't have Riot. Burning Tree Vandal. We'll take the damage from it. Oh my god, they have a Ravager Worm? No blocks. Maybe I need to go check out the leaderboards and see if this is the Gruul aggro deck. Because it's starting to feel that way. Alright. Hell yeah, big bad Sheoldred coming out. Next, swing with 4-5. And the 1-2. We'll swing both. Next damage. Cool. Opponent's at 9. And we end the turn. They try to kill Sheoldred. Phase it out. Pretty simple. They're looking at Vector Glider. Vector Glider can die. That's okay. We're going to take the 5 from Sunder Shaman then. Didn't this have something? Whenever deals combat damage to players, short target artifact or enchantment that player controls. We don't have to worry about that. Our Saga is already gone. So we just block Burning Tree Vandal here. And if our opponent has some kind of pump spell, some kind of way to, you know, kill Sheoldred, then we just slip it out the back. Take 5. Our opponent drew off of this, which is cool. They attempt to Lava Coil her. Joke's on you. I have another slip out the back. Boom. And good game. Good game, baby. Let's go. Sheoldred, too good. Sheoldred just did like 4 damage to that guy indirectly already. And dude, slip out the back. Slip out the back is also too damn good. It is. It's got to be the best protection spell that's in the game right now. It has to be. 1 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on your creature, and it phases out. That protects against board wipes. That protects against single target removal. There's some scenario where slip out the back didn't work, I think, but I can't remember what it was. It's just 1 blue for an instant. It's too good. Right. Let's see how we're doing real quick. So okay, so here we still have the leaderboards up. In standard best of 1, Gruul aggro. Let's see how it compares to our opponent's deck list just now. Oh no, this makes more sense. Again, we're looking at standard, not historic. This makes a lot of sense. Halana and Elena, they're really powerful. Thundering Raiju, yeah. Corian Beast Collar, sick. Ascendant Pack Leader and Shivan Devastator and Phoenix Chick. These 2 cards are already really popular. Okay, nothing at all like what our opponent was playing. But now let's go over to us, and let's see how we're doing with Sheoldred so far. It's been feeling good. This is ranked. Anyone who's, you know, not caught up, I am a Mythic player now. Let's fucking go. We got there with our budget decks. Fucking Is It Wizards? I have a 66% win rate over the course of 146 matches. And Budget Energy, it dropped down to 51% win rate after we got caught up in Platinum. And you see here, with this little graph, hit Platinum. And then we kind of just tapered off here. But then you see that we go up, 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 up. And it's just Is It Wizards? Okay, but let's go to regular play. And how are we doing with Sheoldred so far? Do I need to refresh you? I'm going to refresh it. Sheoldred, we're 4-1 with Sheoldred right now. We're looking good. Hell yes. All right, fuck it. Let's play another game. I do already have to pee a little bit. And you see I have a large container with my name on it right there. Sorry. The camera is like inverted for me. It says Ortiz. It's my last name. Big water jug. Why does it have my name on it? Thank you for asking. It's so that I don't forget that it's mine. Obviously. Let's see. Opening hand. We have to start with the tap land. Feels bad. So we don't get to play a turn 1 Foulmire Knight with Death Touch, which I would have liked to do, but we'll keep it. Again, maybe I cut the dual lands. I really just don't care for them. Oh, actually, well, we top decked a Swamp, which is kind of sick. We're going to play out our turn 1 Foulmire Knight. Hell yeah, let's go. Turn 2, we probably play Faerie Vandal. Turn 3, that's when I'm expecting that we'll play the tap land now. Because, yeah, we don't currently have a turn 3 play in hand. So that probably is the time to do it. Iron Apprentice gets big. We're going to take this trade. We'll gladly take that trade all day. We have double Sheoldred. That's not ideal. We're going to play out a Faerie Vandal here. And again, next turn, we probably just play Dismal Backwater. We remove something with Feed the Swarm. And that'll be it. Inspiring Overseer. Is that good enough to kill with Feed the Swarm? Might as well be. Well, we don't need to yet. I can play Consider here. which will make our Faerie Vandal bigger. We don't want another Faerie Vandal, I don't think. I think we want to try and maybe hope for a protection spell or some kind of draw discard. Do we even have that many draw discard effects? The Modern Age, that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, okay, we're fine. Next turn, we can play Sheoldred. I don't know if our opponent is running a lot of artifact type removal, like Portable Hole, something like that. Not that that would work against Sheoldred, but they could be running something like that. They play a Network Terminal, which I haven't seen. It's a mana rock, taps. It's a 3-drop mana rock, tap, add 1 mana of any color. You can also pay 1, tap it, tap another untapped artifact you control. Draw a card, then discard a card. Ooh, the fact that they have draw effects is very good, because we're going to play out Sheoldred. And now that I think about it, we have 2 Sheoldreds in hand. So we don't really need to find, like, protection. If this Sheoldred dies, we just slam down another one. Easy day. I'm not at all sure what our opponent's doing. Ooh. By invitation only. Yo, that is. I haven't seen this card before. By invitation only. What a weird board wipe. 3 and 2 white for a sorcery. Choose a number between 0 and 13. Each player sacrifices that many creatures. That's crazy. That's really impressive. Can they do it again? Let's find out. Do they have another one? If they kill this Sheoldred, we're not in a good spot. Celestial Unicorn. We can kill that. Restoration of Aganjo. Do I kill this instead? It becomes a 3/4 Vigilance. Whenever attacks or blocks, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. The second part, you may discard a card when you do. Return target permanent card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. 2 or less from the battlefield tapped. They probably bring out either the Iron Apprentice or the College's Terrarium. We haven't seen a lot of life gain in their deck yet, right? So am I that scared of Unicorn? Part of me really wants to destroy their Saga just because I can. Although Morbid Opportunist says, whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. So we play the Swamp, we play the Morbid Opportunist. We swing with Sheoldred first, actually. If they decide to block with their Unicorn, we get the trigger off Morbid Opportunist. They don't. Do I feed the Swarm right now? Part of me really wants to. I want to use Feed the Swarm right now. I want to kill the Unicorn. We're going to kill the Unicorn. We draw another card. We draw into a You Are Already Dead, which is decent. Our opponent's down to 7 life. They're on a 4-turn clock as it stands. Again, they'll get to bring back either their Terrarium or an Iron Apprentice onto the battlefield, which we're not too concerned about. Pretty small. And in fact, it comes from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So they can't even block with Iron Apprentice. Alright. We're looking good. Inspiring Overseer. Haha. They gain a life and draw a card, but then they lose 2 life. So really, they net lost 1. Oh no. Oh, a pacifism for Sheoldred? That's it? That's perfectly fine. I was worried for a second there. Alright, we're going to play the Modern Age. We're going to hold the island for turn because we might want to discard that card, which we do. We discard island. Draw another card. We can Infernal Grasp this Inspiring Overseer right now. That will be another draw off of Morbid Opportunist. Hell yes. And we have a Feed the Swarm. We're going to Feed the Swarm their Restoration of Aganjo. We swing for 1. Opponent's down to 5. And their board is absolutely decimated. They ain't got shit. I think our opponent scoops here. Unless their top deck was godly. They don't scoop yet. They haven't scooped yet. Is there a way for them to gain life? They're looking at the Modern Age. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or attack creature. Then if you control an artifact and an enchantment, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token Vigilance. That was nice. Ooh. We get a Foulmire Knight. We're going to go ahead and play the adventure first. We draw a card and lose a life, but really we gain one because of Sheoldred. We draw into an island. Not what we were hoping to see. We're going to play out this Foulmire Knight. We're going to go to combat with Morbid Opportunist. They're going to block with their 2/2. And we can now, you are already dead. Their 2/2. We get to draw a card. 2 lands. Feels bad. Oh, another Foulmire Knight. Sick. Okay, we're going to play out a swamp and we end the turn. Our opponent goes down to 1. Pretty sure that this is game. And that's game. Oh, am I a clown? I could have destroyed their pacifism earlier. I don't know if that would have won us the game sooner. That might have been a misplay. But like I said, I need to take a piss. That was another win, though. Feels good. I will be right back. And I'm going to fill up my water so I can, make more pee later. Alright, I'm back. Sup, B-Mad? You seem quite hyped. Are you that excited about me going and take a piss? I appreciate the enthusiasm. I do. It felt good. Oh, wait. I forgot to change something. Let me hit cancel. Come on. Nice. Cancel button works. That's good. We're going to change up a few things. Just some cosmetic changes. That's all. We're going to come over here. We can change the name of the deck. What would we call this? Dimir Sheoldred. Sheoldred Draw. Sure. I'm going to call it Sheoldred Draw. And we're going to come over here. We're going to change our avatar. Who do we want to be? Who is in our colors? Do we have anyone in our colors? Lazav is, right? Lazav is usually Dimir, right? Let's play with Lazav. Card sleeves. Where's the Dimir one? Dimir. Dimir locket. Confirm. Do I go with the blue dragon? I'm going to go with the blue dragon. Bring just a little bit of color into our setup. Island Swamp. I still kind of want to try playing without Dismal Backwaters. Our deck's ratio is split pretty evenly. 47%, 53%. So we go half and half. Done. And I want to see if our performance lowers because we stop using tap lands, or if we go up because we have more turn 1 plays. I'm expecting that we will have to mulligan slightly more. But when we mulligan, even down to 6, if we get the colors we need, which is, again, the point of the mulligan at that point, our hand should be better. It should allow us to have more, like, turn 1 plays. And missing a play on turn 1 isn't that big of a deal. Honestly, of all the times that you're going to miss a play and do nothing, turn 1 is the best time to do it. Now, see this opening hand? Not great because we don't have a black source, but we do have double the Modern Age. There's going to be a lot of draw. Part of me wants to keep it because we have a lot of blue spells that we can cast. We don't have a turn 1 play. Do I go for the mulligan? Am I being greedy by trying to keep this hand? What if we mulligan, we go down to a 1 land hand, then we have to mulligan again down to 5? I'm going to mulligan again. A lot of blue. A lot of blue still. Alright. Let's see. We'll keep 6. Definitely get rid of commit to memory. Actually, we hold on to the commit to memory. We get rid of slip out the back right now. The reason we're holding commit to memory is because we're going to play Faerie Vandal on turn 2. Turn 3, we're going to play the Modern Age. And we're going to be able to discard the commit to memory, which will be very, very good for us. So we play out Faerie Vandal here. Opponent's playing mono red goblins. If you couldn't tell from their card sleeves. And also this Goblin Javelineer. When this becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage, right? So it would get to kill our Faerie Vandal. We don't want that to happen. Okay. Our hand is still looking good. I'm going to play an island. We're going to play out a Modern Age. We get to draw a card, and we're going to discard the commit to memory. Boom. Sick. We get to draw a card. We even get to consider as well. Morbid Opportunist. We're definitely going to take Morbid Opportunist. We're going to be going against a bunch of very small creatures for now until our opponent, starts getting some Goblin Lords and starts beefing up their board. But until then, Morbid Opportunist is pretty good. Hey, speaking of Lords, Morbid Opportunist would otherwise be a really good card. We're going to discard a Swamp. Okay, so I have an opportunity to play a Faerie Vandal here. But I think I actually would prefer to play Morbid Opportunist and then play out the Foulmire Knight. No attacks, and we hold up Faerie Vandal. We're going to try to control our opponent's board a little bit. We're going to make their blocks, or not their blocks, their attacks a little more difficult, a little more awkward, a little less desirable, and try and start getting some draw triggers off of Morbid Opportunist. Okay, I cannot use Goblin Javelineer. Do they have removal? Oh, they have a Lightning Strike? That really sucks. Well, if they swing still, then we can kill. The Goblin Javelineer is the only one that is safe to swing with. Whenever it becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it. We take the 3. We kind of have to. Okay, we get another blocker, which is good. So we're going to play out a Faerie Vandal. Our board is going decently wide. What does this say? Other goblins you control get ++1. Whenever it or another goblin you control dies, exile top card of your library. If it's a goblin creature card, you may cast that card until the beginning of your next turn. So we're going to kill off one of these guys. We're going to hope that the card they exile is not a goblin. Mountain and Lightning Strike. Sick. Do I swing with this Faerie Vandal? No. We leave our board as is. We hope to find Sheoldred, I guess. We have a lot of blockers. We're down to 8. We're not in the greatest spot, but it could be a lot worse. We're still alive, which is pretty good. Opponent played, you see a pair of goblins. Not a card I've seen before. Charge them. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn, or befriend them. Create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. They decided to go wider. Still no attacks. Next turn, we get to play Memory. Will I? Maybe. It seems really bad to play Memory going into our opponent's turn. Excuse me. Okay. What does this guy do? When it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Bad day for us. We block there. Definitely block you. Actually, I kind of don't want that one to die, right? But we kind of need it to. And we block there. We'll block there. Faerie Vandal can block that one, sure. We're still alive. We still have 2 of our creatures. Oof. Alright, they don't hit a Skirk Prospector. That's good. I think that would be the worst for us. Another swamp. Well, I mean, fuck it. Let's play memory. Well, there's a Sheoldred. But it's a little too late. Alright, good game, opponent. Damn. Feels bad. Playing memory without Sheoldred on the field is super not good. Because most of the time we're playing it, that's the only thing we're doing with our turn. So us filling up our hand likely doesn't help us in this scenario. No blocks. Yeah, we lost the game to mono red. That's okay. I'm not that upset. One, I think our opponent went first, if I'm not mistaken. So we had to mulligan against an opponent on the play with mono red goblins. We still lasted a decent amount of time. Like, our opponent had a ton of advantages going into that game. That's okay. So I'm not sad about it. I'm not too, you know, butthurt. It was an expected loss. If we had just top decked Sheoldred the turn before, though, that would have helped out a ton. Enough for us to win? Probably not. We would have drained our opponent for 14. I believe they're at 18 already. And we would have gained 14 life, which would have been really good. That would have been super useful. Probably still wouldn't have been enough, though. We still would have filled up their hand with a bunch of goblins. They would have been able to rebuild their board super big, super fast, and then blow us out. Okay, so this hand, mulligan. This hand, we keep 6, and I think we get rid of an Infernal Grasp. We keep up the flexibility of having both a Feed the Swarm and an Infernal Grasp. So if they play an enchantment, we can kill it with Feed the Swarm. We're gonna think our opponent's gonna think that we're mono black, and honestly, our hand is looking like it. Aside from that island, Growth Spiral, okay. Temple of Epiphany. Play out another black card or another swamp. Pass the turn back. Our opponent probably still doesn't play a creature. I'm willing to bet that they ramp more. Blood Sun. When there's a battlefield, draw a card. All lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. Why are they playing a Blood Sun deck? Oh, wait a minute. They're gonna ramp with Lotus Field. Yes. We need to destroy the Blood Sun. It sucks that Feed the Swarm's not an instant, but it'd be too OP at that point. It'd be too good. We know they have removal spells. They have Lava Coils, but Lava Coil is not enough for Sheoldred. It's not enough to kill Sheoldred. I'm actually going to... No, I'm just going to play out Sheoldred. I'm going to play Sheoldred now, hope our opponent doesn't have removal, and hope that we get to destroy the Blood Sun next turn before they get another Lotus Field down. We'll see. Drawn from Dreams, look at top 7 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. What the fuck? Oh, Lotus Field taps for 3, I forgot. But that's also one beautiful artwork. Look at those koi fish, adorable. They Lava Coil for 4, and they Flame Sweep. God fucking damn it, dude. That is so unlucky. Oh my god, and they got another Lotus Field. I'm being punished for being greedy. I wasn't even trying to be greedy. I just thought playing Sheoldred was the right play, but it wasn't. And fuck it, we'll just concede. Yeah. Damn it, dude. Unlucky. Alright, we'll play another game. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, and I'm not too upset about that. I don't know how I'm feeling about getting rid of our 2 tap lands yet, because we've had a mulligan 2 games in a row now. which doesn't feel good. Okay, see, this is a good opening hand that we can just keep. I didn't even stop to pay attention to see if we're on the play or on the draw. We're on the play. So look, I can turn 1 Consider. I can turn 1 Foulmire Knight. And I actually think I'm going to go with Foulmire Knight. Go ahead and start developing our board just a little bit. Foulmire Knight on the field potentially saves us from having to use Feed the Swarm against a creature. Potentially. Opponent starts with a Shipwreck Marsh. Cool. We're going to play out a Faerie Vandal here. We're going to swing with our Foulmire Knight. Pass the turn. Okay, we're still looking good. Our opponent's at least 3 colors. So our opponent's playing a control deck. Excuse me, control deck. We're going to play a Swamp here. We're going to Consider. Get a counter on Faerie Vandal, unless our opponent counters it. We will draw that island, because we need another one for next turn. And we swing. Opponent takes 3. Pass the turn. I'm definitely very, very suspicious of what our opponent has going on. I'm expecting removal. I'm expecting counter spells, board wipes. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't foretold a Doomscar yet. A wedding announcement is not what I was expecting. Not at all. Ooh, we can Feed the Swarm that. We can Feed the Swarm the wedding announcements. Do I go for Sheoldred instead, though? We don't have protection for Sheoldred, but I don't know how long I can wait until we do find protection. Fuck it, we rip the Sheoldred. Go for it. I'm going to hold back the Foulmire Knight. I don't think they would want to trade their 1/1 for ours, but they might. Like, it's not the worst trade ever. It's pretty decent, actually, on their end. We need to kill... Or we need to destroy a wedding announcement next turn, though. 100% guaranteed. We do not want that to flip over, I don't think. Doesn't this allow them to draw, if I'm not mistaken? If you attack with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1 human creature token. Then, if wedding announcement has 3 or more, they destroy Sheoldred. Then if it has 3 or more invitation counters on it, transform it. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to Feed the Swarm the wedding announcement right now. And we swing with the Faerie Vandal. I probably could have been swinging in with Foulmire Knight all this time. Because now they still have 2 creatures on the field. If they get another wedding announcement, they can play it, swing with 2 creatures, and get the draw. And now that Sheoldred's down. Or gone, even. Dead. Destroyed. Blast to fucking smithereens. Then they're safe to do that. Yeah, Void Rend. Opponent's playing Faithful Mending. Nice, nice. I still don't know how I feel about that card. It wasn't performing badly when we were playing our other deck. We were playing our Azorius deck, what, yesterday? I don't know. I don't know if that's my kind of card though still. Our opponent's digging a lot for something. I'm not sure what they're digging for though. They have Skyblessed Samurai in their deck. Costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control. So again, I'm still pretty sure our opponent is just a control deck. They have Behold the Unspeakable, so they want to keep their hand size big. They have Temporary Lockdown. When enters the battlefield, exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until Temporary Lockdown leaves the battlefield. We're gonna play out a Morbid Opportunist. I'm expecting what's the black one? Meathook Massacre. I'm expecting that's what I was expecting them to be digging for. Our hand is very empty. Theirs is not. They're at 11 life. Yeah, I'm worried about Meathook Massacre. We could really use some more draw in our hand. Morbid Opportunist will hopefully allow us to draw this turn. But our opponent probably just doesn't swing their 1/1s at us. I'm sure there'd be no benefit for them to do that. Our opponent's taking their time. Okay, they play an Era of Enlightenment. They get to scry 2, then they'll get to gain 2 life next turn, and then after that it flips, and they get a 2/2 first strike human monk, who also has koi fish. Sick. Ah, we can feed the swarm that, so we're going to. Nice. And we swing out here. Do they block? Yes, they still don't block. Opponent goes to 7. I want to get more draw. God damn it. Alright, do they have a meat hook? Are they even running meat hook? Do they have another board wipe type effect? Do they have another temporary lockdown? Because that's what they... If they were going to dig this deep, I'm not sure what they were digging for. I would be surprised if they were digging for Era of Enlightenment. Just to try to gain 2 life, get a 2/2 first strike. That doesn't seem better than like a temporary lockdown. Oh, I allowed them to swing their 1/1s. Are they going to board wipe now? They probably board wipe now, right? Ah, there's a meat hook. Okay, so we get to play out a Faerie Vandal here. Pretty good. Get to play the Modern Age, and we have a You Are Already Dead that we can discard. Yeah, we'll discard that now. Infernal Grasp is just a better removal spell than You Are Already Dead right now. So it's the right choice to hold on to. Alright, opponent. What else you got? You gonna flashback one of your Faithful Mendings? You got 3 cards in hand. You do not. They play Tatsunari Toad Rider. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control a creature named whatever, that frog. Cool. Alright, we're going to destroy you. We're going to attempt to Infernal Grasp their Tatsunari. They're able to Faithful Mending response. Faithful Mending's instant. That's fine. They have an Obscura Charm. Counter target insert a sorcery spell. Feels bad. Okay. We top deck lands. Feels also bad. Well, let's see. What's the bottom part? So whenever they cast an enchantment, they'll get a 3/3 frog that says whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. They can also pay 1. They were a Xur deck. Oh, duh. That makes like a ton of sense. This is probably what they were digging for. They're probably trying to find their Xur. Alright, I think we lose the game now. Unless we find another Sheoldred, we probably lose. But right, Tatsunari Toad Rider. You can pay 1 and then a green or a blue. Then Tatsunari Toad Rider and target frog you control can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with flying or reach. Damn. Our hand is empty. We top deck another land. It sucks. Can't even swing into our opponent's face in the air anymore because they have a Xur Eternal Schemer as a blocker, who is now going to turn their Meat Hook Massacre into a life-linking creature, which is incredibly bad for us. We're going to play out the match, but we are down to 8 life ourselves. Like, we're looking a little low. Alright, come on, opponent. I know you got options. Excuse me. Our opponent still has 2 Faithful Mendings that they can flash back. If they do that... Damn it, dude. We top deck another land. There's no way we're running too many lands in the deck, right? Maybe we're just getting unlucky. I still went with no attacks. I could have swung both of our creatures, connected for 2 damage, set our opponent back down to 4. But yeah, we're pretty out of gas. I think we just lose, which is big sadness. Big sadness. If we if we top deck a commit to memory, that would be useful. But it would literally take 1 more mana than we have actually to play commit and then also memory. Maybe we need a little more draw on the deck. We have 3 Feed the Swarm and 3 Infernal Grasp. That might be more than we need. You Are Already Dead is a card that I like, but it's like not like super great. I just think it's cool. Maybe I cut back on land. I could cut out like 2 lands, 1 Infernal Grasp, and then add a little more draw to the deck. And the more draw we have, the less land we need, right? In theory, that's how that should work. All right, fuck it. We'll just concede the match. Our opponent managed to control. It's what they do. We got them decently low, but it wasn't enough. We got them down to 4, but we weren't fast enough. We're going to try to make a slight adjustment. We're going to cut out an island. We're going to cut out a swamp. Let's see. And again, maybe an Infernal Grasp. And we're going to look for some draw discard cards. The discard we want because being able to discard memory is super good for us. Now, there is that one card that allows us to mill. We could just go with Thirst for Discovery. Actually, if we mill Sheoldred, we don't have a way to get her back, so we don't want mill effects. Let's see. Phyrexian Espionage. 2 and a blue, draw 2 cards. If the spell is kicked, each opponent discards a card. 5 mana, draw 2, make our opponent discard 1. That's pretty not good. Thirst for Discovery, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land card. Probably pretty good. Compulsive Research. Oh, you're a rare. I can't use you. I gotta turn my filter back on. Common, uncommon, because you know what we're doing here. We're trying to make this work on a budget. And honestly, we're doing a pretty good job so far. Dragonborn Looter. Another 1-drop, which is interesting. It is a single blue for a 1/2 Dragon Rogue. You can pay 1, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. I kind of don't hate it. But nah. We want something that says draw 2, actually. The reason we want something that says draw 2 is that way we can cast the spell during our opponent's turn and still get a counter on Faerie Vandal. Because Faerie Vandal says whenever you draw your 2nd card each turn. So we want something that says draw 2. Battlewing Mystic, cool looking card. Can't use it though. Let's see. Mnemonic Sphere. 1 in a blue for an artifact. You can pay 1 in a blue, sack it, draw 2 cards. It also has Channel for a blue, discard it, draw a card. Interesting. Very slow though. I don't think it's the move. Rousing Reed. What are you? When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards and discard a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. Neat, but I'm still thinking Thirst for Discovery is probably the move. Because it's also instant speed. You find the villain's lair. It has a little bit of flexibility. We can counter target spell, or we can draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. I hate to draw 2. I hate to draw as many cards as I'm discarding. That's why I don't like Faithful Mending. You gain 2 life, you draw 2 cards, you discard 2 cards. There's no card advantage. What about this last game where our hand was empty? It's not good. Snow Day? Nah. Maestro's Initiate? Nah. It's way too much mana investment for a card that we might not get. Tainted Indulgence. Draw 2, then discard a card unless there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard. We're not going for a mill effect. But draw 2, discard 1 for 2 mana versus draw 3, discard 2. Unless we discard a base. Now, let's see. We already have a lot of 2-drops. We'll go for the Thirst for Discovery. We'll add 3 of those. Let me now double check our ratio. We're now slightly over into blue, but we'll keep our hand. Or we'll keep our deck the way it is. We're not going to change up the ratio of lands because our deck is still split pretty evenly. Alright, next game. Let's see if these changes are improvements or if I have completely just fucked the deck. Opening hand, looking good. We have a commit to memory in hand that we can discard later, so that's pretty sick. We'll start with an island, just because. There's no real benefit between one color or the other right now. Opponent plays a Soul Warden. I definitely hate to see that. We're going to play a Faerie Vandal. Opponent's going to gain a life. We haven't come across mono white yet with our deck. I don't think we're going to match up very well against it at all, actually. Oh, they're... What? They're not mono whites. Our opponent just played a Soul Warden into a Scorch Spitter. I have no idea what our opponent's doing now. Interesting. Alright, we're going to play a Morbid Opportunist here. Swing the Faerie Vandal for 1. Now, Scorch Spitter deals 1 damage to player or planeswalker. Okay, cool. So we can use Morbid Opportunist as a blocker. Interesting. Our opponent's playing some kind of like Boros aggro deck with life gain, I guess. I don't even know. Alright, play our land for turn. We draw a Modern Age, which is sick, because we can discard the Commit's Memory now. Actually, do I? I actually think I just get rid of the island. And then maybe next turn we actually just play Commit. Put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library second from the top. I think next turn we're going to play Commit. Let's see. Right now, swing the Faerie Vandal. Do I feed the Swarm something? I don't think so. I think we hold the Feed the Swarm. Now, unless we top deck Sheoldred, then I'm going to use Commit this next turn. If we find Sheoldred, I will discard Commit to Memory. And then that way we'll get to, you know, play Sheoldred. Our opponent exiled one of our creatures. Big sadness. We can discard a Slip Out the Back. We don't need to. Oop, I accidentally added a stop. I'm actually not going to play the Commit to Memory. We're just going to play the Modern Age. Our opponent didn't play anything that we want to destroy with Feed the Swarm. Let's see. Alright, we're going to start swinging Morbid Opportunist. Our opponent's eyeing our memory very heavily. Fuck it. I'm going to destroy the Soul Warden. I hate Soul Warden. We'll get to draw off the Morbid Opportunist. Sick. We find an Infernal Grasp, which we did cut down one of those cards. Our opponent's eyeing Morbid Opportunist. Torbrand. Torbrand's horrifying. But we have Infernal Grasp. We're fine. We're completely chilling. And in fact, we have a great combination of cards in our hand right now. What do I discard? Do I need 4? Do I need a 5th land? No. So we're going to play Faerie Vandal here. We're going to Infernal Grasp the Torbrand. Nice. And we swing with Morbid Opportunist. And we picked up another Feed the Swarm off of the trigger form from Morbid Opportunist. Yeah, our opponent's playing a weird combination of mono red aggro and then also Soul Warden. Interesting. I guess their thought process is that we're gonna play a lot of creatures, so that, you know, again, like on their side of the field, that they would play out a lot of creatures because they're trying to go wide, and then in doing so they'll gain a bunch of life. But I don't know. Let's see. I kind of need to leave up blockers, right? I'm gonna play out another Morbid Opportunist here. Swing in you and a Morbid Opportunist. We'll see if they block any. They probably don't. Now, I've been throwing away lands, but that is maybe a slight mistake. I've been throwing away lands with the hopes of top decking a Sheoldred to then play Memory afterwards, but I kind of need 6 mana. Double blue, in fact, to cast the Memory. Opponent plays a Chandra Spitfire. Okay. Whenever opponent's dealt non-combat damage, it gets +3/+0 to end the turn. Opponent doesn't swing anything from their side of the field at us. It's okay. Play an island. We're going to go for the Modern Age. Top deck Sheoldred. We're going to get rid of the Feed the Swarm. Next, Do I attack? No attacks. We hold up all these blockers because we don't have removal anymore. If our opponent decides to swing at us, we do have the double Morbid Opportunist on field, actually, which means that we'll get to draw 2 more cards. Now, we're hoping to find a land. That's what we're hoping for. We have 2 turns to find it, because this next turn, we're going to drop Sheoldred. We're going to play Sheoldred and hold up a blue for Slip Out the Back. Alright, Chandra's Spitfire is going to get really big. Now, Scorch Spitter, definitely blocking both of those. They need to die. Fireblade Chargers get to deal 1 damage when they die to anything. We're going to double block the Spitfire here. And allow a single Fireblade Charger to connect. Yeah. So 1 Fireblade Charger gets to deal 1 point of damage, which will be our face. We get to draw 2 cards off of Morbid Opportunist. Faerie Vandal gets bigger, also sick. Now it comes to our turn. We get to draw and discard. We will discard. Slip Out the Back. Yeah, we don't need to, right? Okay, we play Sheoldred. We hold this first Slip Out the Back. Do I attack? I can swing with Faerie Vandal. I'm going to swing with the Faerie Vandal. I don't expect them to have a flying haste creature to kill us. We're down to 7, but we're about to gain life. If our opponent does not have a removal spell for Sheoldred, we will play Consider this turn to gain additional draw. Ooh, I can protect our Faerie Vandal right now, but I'm not going to. I will allow it to die. Our opponent goes down to 10. As soon as we cast this memory, our opponent loses the game. Pass. They can swing their 5/4 at us, which they might do. They swing both of their creatures at us. We block here and here. We're going to get to draw 1 card, which is going to gain us 2 life, even though Fireblade Charger is going to deal 1 damage to us. Oh, actually, we get to draw 2 cards. We gain 4 life. I'm a clown. Cool. Nice. All right, our turn. Our opponent's hand is empty. Come on, baby. Just let me play the memory before he scoops. Boom. Memory. Good game. Hell yeah. We got the combo off again. Let's go, boy. Look at all them triggers. Don't scoop. Just let them happen. Nice. Let them happen. Thanks. Thanks, opponent. They flash in. They flash in a Dueling Rapier. Nice, nice. Hell yeah. Let's go, boy. We got the combo off again. That is very exciting. I didn't think we'd have good chances of doing that, you know, even once, let alone twice. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so did we use a Thirst for Discovery that game? I don't think we did, right? We kind of just got there anyway through the use of our sagas. But we didn't struggle for lands. Not really. Like, we felt fine for, like, the entire game. We managed to cast the memory, which is very impressive. And we have the Commit to Memory in hand paired with a Modern Age right now. Dude, that is sick. Our hand is looking very good. As long as we can get up to the double black that we need for Sheoldred, and then, you know, 6 mana for the memory, we're looking good. We're looking very good. Thirst for Discovery, sick. Okay, turn 1. We're going to consider. We want to keep land, so we want to get rid of You Are Already Dead. Double Thirst for Discovery, less than ideal, but it's okay. Our opponent's scrying 2, then drawing a card. Deliberate. Actually, why are we not running this card? Scry 2, draw a card. Do I like that more than Thirst for Discovery? No, Thirst for Discovery still triggers Faerie Vandal on our opponent's turn. We draw into another land, which is sick. We're going to play the Modern Age right here. So now we get to discard Commit to Memory for free. Lit. Next turn, we can play an island and then a Thirst for Discovery. Opponent plays a Scute Swarm. Horrifying. Wow, we have a lot of lands in hand right now. We already have enough lands to cast everything we're hoping to. So I'm still going to get rid of an island because we still have a lot of draws that we're going to attempt to do. So I'm going to play out a swamp here. We're going to Thirst for Discovery. Discard a basic land. We are actually going to... No, I don't want to discard a basic land. We're going to discard... Faerie Vandal and another Thirst for Discovery. I don't know if that was the right play, but it's the one we're going with. Next turn, we play Sheoldred. We hope it lives. I kind of need to kill Scute Swarm, though. I kind of need to kill Scute Swarm before it starts becoming copies of itself, unless it's too late already. No, they have Evolving Wild, so they can get another trigger, but... Yeah, no, we need to kill this. We need to kill this before their board goes crazy. So we need to wait one more turn. That's okay. We still have a creature on the field. That feels good. I won't be able to kill a Lotus Cobra as well. But that's okay. Maybe I was greedy, trying to keep double Sheoldred. We're going to start with a Consider. We're going to draw. Ooh, another Infernal Grasp. I will take it. I will take that. I will Infernal Grasp right here. Kill the Parcel Beast. Our opponent's only getting priority because they have Evolving Wilds. They can tap sack it right now. Next, and we end the turn. Now, we can actually slip out the back their Lotus Cobra. Another Scute Swarm. We still cannot play Sheoldred, I don't think. Actually, do we think they have a way to play 2 lands next turn? Probably, right? They probably have like Cultivate or something in their deck. I still think I need to kill Scute Swarm. As much as it pains me to do it, I gotta kill the Scute Swarm. It's such a big threat. Alright, our opponent scoops. I have to go Urinate again already. But that's another victory. Let's go. I'll be right back. Alright, the sun is starting to go down, so we're going to close my blinds real quick and turn on my lights. Let me adjust it a little bit. We'll bring it down just a smidge. I need to bring it back up just a smidge because I can still see the green screen, unfortunately. That's pretty seamless, right? For the most part. Which side is that? Is that my right side? I think we look fine. All right, well, the deck is still doing surprisingly well, which is a very, very pleasant surprise. We haven't had to make a ton of adjustments. We haven't had to completely scrap our deck idea and restart like we've had to in the past day or two. So, it feels good. We currently have a winning win rate. We are 7-4 right now across 3 different versions of the deck. It feels good. It feels good to finally be using something that's working. Now, this opening hand does not have any creatures, which is definitely worrisome, I think. We also don't have the Modern Age, which I really wanted to see since we have the Commit to Memory in hand. We have a Consider. We have Feed the Swarm. Consider can help us find a creature. Feed the Swarm can destroy our opponent's creatures. I think it's too greedy to keep it, though. Oof. We will keep this 6. Still kind of an ugly hand. But we have Infernal Grasp for turn 2. Ooh, turn 1 Consider. Alright, now we feel good. That helps a lot. We can get rid of that swamp. Thank God. Draw into an island. Sick. Honestly, as much as I'm being sarcastic right now, that's actually better. We didn't need triple swamp. Getting a more even split of 2 and 2 it's good. Cleansing Wildfire. Pop C23. Oh man. So I'm pretty sure that the game got updated, right? Oh Jesus, I played another island instead of a swamp. I am a clown. I wish I could reach out to Pop C23 and let them know that if they're going to Cleansing Wildfire, they could use the artifact lands, right? It's trash. I'll try again, but it hasn't been working. The capture log just no longer has the info that we're looking for, and I don't know why they would do that. And I don't know who told them about this. Was it me? Probably not. No one's watching me enough to make a change like that. But damn, that really sucks. Popsy 23. Someone needs to inform Popsy that there are indestructible artifact lands, and it's what you want to be playing. Thundering Rebuke deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Sheoldred's bigger than that. If they have a removal spell for Sheoldred, we'll play another Sheoldred. If they have 2 removal spells in a row for Sheoldred, we cry deeply. Yes, we become very sad. That's about it. Alright, but if Sheoldred gets to stick around, we have a Thirst for Discovery for next turn, which will be pretty good. We'll be able to Thirst for Discovery as well as playing Infernal Grasp. Opponent plays Cultivate. They haven't sacked their Evolving Wilds yet. They're kind of just chilling with them. Our opponent has dope-ass full arts for the mountain from Zendikar. That is... that's hot, dude. I haven't seen these, actually. I have not seen this full art mountain before. Interesting that I don't know about them. Okay, so we're going to play, I think, a swamp here. We're going to play a swamp here. We're going to play Thirst for Discovery. We're going to draw 3, and then we probably discard a land. Yeah, we'll discard this swamp. Cool. Oof, we have all of our Sheoldreds in hand. That is not what we were hoping to see. Not really. Do I want to kill this? Creatures you control have haste? I feel like I was just looking at this recently. Why, right? Do I want to Infernal Grasp that? A little bit. I'm going to kill it. Their creatures having haste scares me. They have a lot of mana now. Yeah. If they play a big guy, that's like not great, right? They play a big guy with haste. That is much more of a bad time. Like, we still have 2 more draws that we can do. We can draw our card for turn. And Foulmire Knight, we can play the Adventure Site to draw a card and lose 1 life. So that's 2 draws that we still have coming up for a removal spell in case they play something big. And then also we can just play Foulmire Knight after the fact and have a 1/1 Death Touch blocker. Our opponent still hasn't sacked the Evolving Wilds. I guess they're waiting for their landfall cards. Oh, see, and we find a Feed the Swarm. So we're going to start with Foulmire Knight. We're going to draw a card. We even find another Feed the Swarm. And we're just going to play Foulmire Knight. Can I kill their Kazandu Mammoth? Yes. So I guess we'll do that as well. Do I take damage from this? Oh, it does still have a mana cost. I'm a clown. Don't worry. Ignore me. Don't worry about what I was asking. We take 3 from that. We get a swing with Sheoldred. Opponent goes down to 8. They're going to draw a card. They go down to 6. We're still fine. Even though we have double Sheoldred in hand, which is like not ideal. We're chilling. We're in a pretty dominant position. We have a Feed the Swarm in hand. Our opponent scoops. That's the game. Sheoldred, too strong, too good. Nice. It's no wonder she's dominating an entire meta right now. Or was. Again, she may have been overthrown by mono white aggro. Opening hand. Beautiful. You see that? That's a sexy, beautiful hand. We have the Modern Age so that we can discard our Commit to Memory. Thirst for Discovery. That's some more draw. We got the Faerie Vandal. We got 3 lands in hand. We got the double black for Sheoldred if we need to. Or if we get to draw her. But even just looking at the hand, we have 1 of each color. Like, we're chilling. We don't need the dual lands. Our opponent starts with turn 1 Evolving Wilds. Let's see what they find. A forest. Okay. So I assume they're going to be ramping more probably next turn. We'll play out a swamp. After this, we're going to play another island. We're going to play out a Faerie Vandal. They play out a swamp. Suspicious. I would imagine their opponent's running like 3 color or something if they're running Evolving Wilds. There's a 3rd color, a mountain. So far, opponent has Jund colors. Oh my god. And a Monster Manual. Monster Manual is a very cool card that I have not gotten to play around with yet. For people who don't know Monster Manual, it has an adventure side for 2 and a green as a sorcery. Mill 5 cards and return a creature card milled this way to your hand. And then it also has the artifact side, which is 3 and a green for the artifact. You can pay 1 in a green, tap it. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. It is a very cool effect. And our opponent showed Rada. Or they returned Rada to their hand. As long as your turn Rada has first strike, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands from the top of your library. You can pay 4 red and green, and Rada gets +X/+X until end of turn where X is the number of lands you control. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing this turn? I think I just play the Modern Age. Yes. Oof. And I got lucky. It was a 50-50 shot on which land I wanted to play. Playing the island was the correct choice. And we get rid of the Commit to Memory. Faerie Vandal gets a little bit bigger, and we have protection for it. Or Sheoldred. Now, the question is, do I want to play Sheoldred next turn or the turn after? Opponents up to 4 colors. I definitely have no idea what the 4 color names are, but they're playing without white so far. White is the color that they are missing. Alright, they play out the Monster Manual. We do not have our... Oh, Feed the Swarm actually can't deal with that anyway. I always want to think that Feed the Swarm can destroy artifacts, and it cannot. It is not how the card works. We need to discard a card here. I think we're going to discard a Consider. And we're going to attempt to play out the Sheoldred this turn. I feel that getting rid of the Consider was the right choice. We don't want to wait another turn to play Sheoldred and then hold up mana for a slip out the back. Yeah. That's just not the play that I think we wanted to make. Since we have another Sheoldred in hand, I think we're perfectly fine and safe to cast this one right now. If our opponent removes it, if they kill it, then next turn we just play another one. And we have the opportunity to draw into another land still, which would then allow us to hold up 1 blue for slip out the black, or slip out the back for our second Sheoldred. Our opponent's thinking long and hard about whether or not they want to remove Sheoldred, I think. They're thinking, do I want to play out my creatures or do I want to kill Sheoldred? Our opponent has Ancient Brass Dragon. Good to know. That's one of the cards they intend to cheat out. Okay, Sheoldred number 1 died. Oh, they're going to cheat out the dragon right now, actually. Doesn't have haste, which is good. You know, this the monster manual would pair really well with that defender that we just saw last game. So Ancient Brass Dragon, it's whenever it deals combat damage, right? Okay. So we missed the land drop, which is bad. We're going to start with a Consider. We draw an island, that's good. It's now too late for us to play Sheoldred. But next turn we can, and then also still have the ability to play Slip Out the Back. I'm going to play a Morbid Opportunist right here. No attacks, end the turn. We're going to leave our creatures up as blockers against our Ancient Brass Dragon because we really don't want that to hit the field. Or we don't want it to hit the field, obviously, but that's too late. We don't want it to hit our face, though, because then they get to roll a d20, and when you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from graveyards onto the battlefield under your control, where X is the result. They could steal our Sheoldred. Depending on, one, if they can, you know, connect the Ancient Brass Dragon into our face, and two, if they can roll high enough, they can steal our Sheoldred and put it onto, you know, their battlefield, which is not good. In fact, I think Sheoldred is the only creature in the battlefield right now. They're going to Infernal Grasp our Faerie Vandal. We have to allow that to happen. We get to draw a card off Morbid Opportunist, which is good. Now, if they kill Vector Glider, I may have to do a super suboptimal play. We're okay. Okay, they play Errata. That's okay. They can play lands off the top of the library now. Okay, and now we just block with Vector Glider, preventing Ancient Brass Dragon from hitting our face. Now, if our opponent gets a Sheoldred, then their Sheoldred and our Sheoldred just counteract each other for when I play Memory, right? Okay, so we play Sheoldred here. They're going to be able to cast an Ancient Brass Dragon, or not cast Ancient Brass Dragon. They're going to be able to swing with it and hit us in the face. So they're going to be able to steal one of our Sheoldreds back, unless we are lucky and they low roll on their D20 roll. But for them to low roll, like enough to not be able to steal our Sheoldred, they need to roll like a 3. So if they roll a 4 or higher, oh man, Chromatic Orrery. You may spend mana as though it was mana of any color, tap, add 5. You can also pay 5, tap, draw a card for each color among permanents you control. I don't think I've seen anyone use that card against me yet. Okay, so currently we still have the game. Create a tapped 4/1 black skeleton creature token of menace. Yeah, we have the game. We do. Because they're going to swing Ancient Brass Dragon, and they can steal one of our Sheoldred from the graveyard, right? Wait. If they steal Sheoldred, they also get to draw, or they also get to gain life when we play Memory. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Oh God, for the love of God, low roll. We're so close. Not like this. Wait. I'm so... Wait. We're okay. Oh my God. 1. I fucked up. I should have slipped out the back the Ancient Brass Dragon, preventing it from being able to swing. We already know what the last card in our opponent's hand is. So that was a fuck up. But we're still okay. We resolve this, right? We go to our turn. We slip out the back. There's Sheoldred. Oh, thank God we tapped, or we found a land. What is this? Resolve. Oh, no, 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 no. We're 1 mana short. Fuck. Fuck. I thought we had 6 mana already. I didn't realize we were still missing one for memory. Shit. Can I live another turn? I don't think so, right? I lost the game. I had the answer. All I needed to do was slip out the back, the Ancient Brass Dragon, and then just now we top decked the land we needed for memory. And we could have won. I'm 1 mana short now. Fuck me, dude. Do we have any outs? I can play Thirst for Discovery. I can try to set up a blocker and to maybe try to live next turn. We need to discard 2 cards. Discard another Thirst for Discovery and a slip out the back. Resolve all. We net 0 life. Shit. Again, I can play Foulmire Knight with Death Touch, and then we can slip out the back. We can slip out the back their Ancient Brass Dragon. Oh my god, dude. I have almost completely lost this game, and we still might die. We need Sheoldred to live. We can slip out their Ancient Brass Dragon before stop on main, stop on. How do I stop on Ruined Halo? Enters the battlefield. Choose a card name. You have protection from the chosen card name. Does Sheoldred work? Sheoldred deals damage, right? No. Sheoldred doesn't deal the damage. They should still take damage from it. Because protection says you can't be targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything with a chosen name. But Sheoldred doesn't say that Sheoldred deals 2 damage to each opponent. Or whatever. Oh god, our opponent got to draw so many cards. Luckily, we have our Sheoldred. Oh! What? I noticed that on our last turn. That our opponent's Sheoldred triggers went on the stack first. And we took a bunch of damage. Before we gained a bunch of life. So I wondered for a split second, what happens if we die first? I was going to kill ourselves. If I had played memory, we would have died. Well, no. Their Sheoldred is going to be gone. Yo, that's still crazy though. They died for drawing because our Sheoldred triggers go on the stack first. And then they die before theirs get to resolve. What? That is insane. I had no idea that's how it would work. The fact that your opponent's triggers go off first is kind of rough. But that was crazy. That was good. Don't mind me again. Wow. Learning. I'm out here learning stuff. Is Sheoldred's nasty. Commit memory and Sheoldred. I like this deck. Yeah, dude. We've gotten the combo off 2 times already. It's super sick. We're running 3 Sheoldred and then a single copy of Commit to Memory. It's not like the core game plan of the deck. The core game plan is just draw cards, really. Try to get Sheoldred out, draw cards. And then if we can get the Commit to Memory into the graveyard, that's also sick. This hand. We're going first. We have a Consider. We have Infernal Grasp. I guess we'll keep it. We don't have any creatures again, which is still a little concerning, but hopefully we draw into them. We don't need another slip out the back. Thirst for Discovery is good enough. We play out a Swamp. If our opponent plays a threat, they're playing the Indestructible lands. Nice. They play out a threat, we kill it with Infernal Grasp. That's sick. We are curving out nicely. I'm going to play another Swamp. We're going to Thirst for Discovery. Nice. Okay, do I discard a basic land? We need 6 mana for Memory. If I discard commit to memory, what else do I discard? No, we'll discard a swamp. We have time. I don't need to rush it. Yeah, okay. Next turn, we have the capability of playing Sheoldred, but I'm a pussy, and I am worried that she will die. But we already have a slip out the back in hand, which is perfect. We still need to discard commit, or we need to play it. We're actually going to cast commit for the first time. Whatever our opponent goes to play, we're gonna essentially counter that spell and put it into its owner's library second from the top. And then that will get... Oh, man, they didn't do anything. Okay, we can flash into Faerie Vandal, I guess. Ah, damn it. We can protect that, but we don't need to. Stern Dismissal. Okay. Oh, wait. I can flash it back out. Nice. Oh, my God. Nice. That was silly. Okay. Well, we don't have a way to use memory yet. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna play out Sheoldred, and then we just hold up the slip out the back. Next, end the turn. We'll figure it out. We have 2 Sheoldreds. Oh Jesus! Patient rebuilding. Dimir for upkeep. Target opponent mills 3 cards. Then you draw a card for each land card put into the graveyard this way. Oh, sick. Our opponent's going to be drawing cards. That makes our job even easier. Okay, so we're going to play a swamp here. And now we just hold up commit, I think. I don't Faerie Vandal yet. We swing with Sheoldred. We end the turn. We mill 3. We hope our opponent gets to draw. They get to draw another card. Sick. They lose 2 life. We still have slip out the back to protect Sheoldred. Yeah, our opponent's down to 8 already. They're in for a bad time. We're going to commit this. Targeting their spell. Put that into their library. We now have memory in our graveyard. Pool Vigorous Growth. Sick card. That's a very cool card. Rooker even made me a deck list around Pool Vigorous Growth. X equals 2. Let's see what they get. Ah, Spellweaver Eternal. I love that card. And now we just memory. We'll fill up our opponent's hand because we're nice people. And that's a good game. Hell yes. Dude, we did it again. That is super sick. We're getting this combo to happen like way more often than I thought we would. We're seeing commit to memory. Like, just, again, way more than I thought we would. This is phenomenal. Let's take a look at our win rates. We are currently, with this version number 3, we're actually 5-0 after we added the Thirst for Discoveries, removed an Infernal Grasp, and 2 lands. But overall, we are 10-4. We have a 71% win rate. Like, dude, this is this is sick. It's no wonder so many people are using Sheoldred. So good. This hand, we don't have any black. Is it too greedy for me to keep it? Opponent's going first. We're on the draw. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to keep it because we have a turn 1 consider. After that, if we still don't have a black source, we can use the Modern Age to dig for 1. Alright, so we consider. Oof. Sheoldred. I don't want to get rid of Sheoldred. It's okay. We still got time. We still have time to find black mana. Next turn, we can still just the Modern Age, or I can even consider again. If we don't top deck a black source. If we do top deck a black source, we're just going to play Faerie Vandal. We don't. Actually, do I just play Faerie Vandal instead? I'm going to go for the Faerie Vandal. Our opponent is seemingly playing mono red, if their sleeves are any indication. So there's a good chance they have removal for Faerie Vandal. Let's see if they do. Yeah, it looks like they do. They have it. I don't know if they want to use it, though. Oh, they play Shivan Devastator. That's, like, weird, right? What red cards deal, like, a single point of damage? I'm not going to block here. It feels like a trap. It could be, like, a Spike Field Hazard. They could be baiting out more damage. I don't know. That was weird to me. I don't know why they wouldn't just make this a 2/2 and then swing with it, right? Okay, so we're going to play the Modern Age now. We're missing land drops as a whole. And we'll get rid of a Foulmire Knight. Damn. Okay. Now we're getting super punished for my greed. Yeah, see, I was almost thinking that they had an Infuriate in their hand. Ooh, a Swamp. That's fucking good. Ooh, double Swamp. That feels great. We can get rid of a Consider now. So we're going to Infernal Grasp. Not yet. We're going to Consider. We're going to end the turn. We have instant speed stuff. I don't normally run like a ton of instants, I guess. It doesn't feel like I do. Not that I normally hold for our opponent's turn. They cast Mizzix's Mastery. This is exactly why we waited. So now they're going to pump up their Shivan Devastator. And we're going to Infernal Grasp it. And it's gone. And do I Consider right now? I'm going to Consider right now too. I'll take another island. I will. All right, now that's a lot. That's plenty of lands. That's 6. It's more than enough. Do I go for a Sheoldred? Against mono red? They probably can't deal 5, right? They have like 1 card that does. Well, they have 3 cards in hand now. They could like double like Lightning Bolt, or not Lightning Bolt. Like double Lightning Strike or some similar effect. This is a risky play. It's risky to have played out Sheoldred, but we don't have any protection in hand anyway. So I think saving it was pointless. Okay, so they do manage to kill Sheoldred. Definitely a bummer. We're playing Island. We're going to play a Morbid Opportunist here. We're going to play another Modern Age. Draw, then discard. What do we discard? An Island? Sure. And we swing. You'll see in hand, we have a copy of You Are Already Dead. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Draw a card. Which is cool. Chandra. Deals 3 damage to each non-elemental creature. We get to draw a card off Morbid Opportunist. Ah, man. Our hand's not looking good. The double You Are Already Dead feels bad. It does. It does. And we don't have any more draw in our hand. Damn. That's okay. Ooh, Thirst for Discovery. Sick pickup here. Alright, Thirst for Discovery. Get to draw 3, then discard a land. Get rid of you. Faerie Vandal. Gets a little bit bigger. Chandra. Minus X. Deals X damage to target creature. Wait, what was it? No, they plussed it. Each opponent gets an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, this emblem deals 1 damage to you. So that's going to start stacking, right? But Faerie Vandal isn't big enough to kill yet. Wait, what's the minus X? Deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile instead. Alright, we're going to swing it at Chandra. If our opponent attempts to remove our Faerie Vandal, we're going to slip it out the back. But that would kill their Chandra, so they can't afford to do it. So they're going to have to plus... Ooh.
I can always do better next
time. They kill their own Chandra for us. My thanks.
Get out of my way. You know.
Alright, we're on a little bit of a clock. But that's... it's okay. So we're going to try to draw a card with our Foulmire Knight. We draw into a land. That sucks. We're going to play a land. We're going to play our creature. And we're going to swing with Faerie Vandal. Alright, hopefully our opponent doesn't find some kind of removal spell for our Faerie Vandal, because it's... Oh, a land. Feels good. Feels good. Nice. Oh, and we top deck a slip out the back. That's sick. Nice. Nice. Even if they have more removal, we get to slip out the back again. Crush the Weak. Deals 2 damage to each creature. Creature dealt damage this way would die this turn. Exile instead. It has Foretell. Do I keep the Foulmire Knight alive? Do I let it die? Our opponent's still on a 2-turn clock. Is there anything we can top deck to win next turn? Even if I draw a second card, Faerie Vandal goes to a 5/6, which is still 2 damage short. We resolve it. And our turn. Resolve. Morbid Opportunist. Nice. Swing with Faerie Vandal. And that's got to be game. It has to be. Removal's not enough because we got to slip out the back. They're eyeing Morbid Opportunist. They deal 4 damage to our face. Damn, good game. Oof. We got lucky that our opponent top decked a land or 2 there. Or like, yeah, well, I think they only top decked 1 land in like the last 3 draws. But we got lucky it wasn't more burn. That was close. That was definitely a little close, but we got there. Yes. Let's go, baby. They even had the answer for Sheoldred, but we got there. Let's go. Dude, slip out the back. It's too good. It's too damn good. That's why we're running a full playset. It is an incredible card. All right. Let's see. How are we doing on stats again? I've already forgotten where we're at. So we are 11-4 with this deck, dude. Like that's crazy. Again, it is a nice change of pace from our previous 2 days of budget brewing. Hasn't been going as well, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see. Turn 1. Do I consider or do I play out to the Foulmire Knight? That is the question. I guess consider is probably the better play, right? Yeah. We'll start with the consider. Yeah, it was the right play. Our opponent didn't play a creature anyway. So having a 1/1 Death Touch blocker doesn't really matter. And swinging in for a single point of damage isn't that big of a deal. Ooh, commit to memory. We can just throw it in our graveyard with consider. Ah, it's perfect. It's super sick. That is super unlikely to happen, but it managed to happen for us just now. So that's super dope. I can just play the Modern Age right now. Our opponent scooped. Damn it. I was really hoping to play that one out since we got the commit to memory in the graveyard so quickly. But a dub's a dub. We'll take it. Alright, on to the next one. I don't know. Maybe our opponent got screwed on mana. Maybe he had to go take a dump. I understand. We've all been there. Sometimes you can't wait. And if we're not playing ranked, hey man, there's no reason to put yourself through that, you know? Concede. Just concede. Cut out the game. They could have also chosen the wrong deck. I've definitely done that before. Definitely tried hopping into a match, and I just did not decide to change the deck. Our opponent has a cool looking pet. Our dragon looks a little bigger though. Alright, turn 1. Consider again. Easy day. The correct play is to consider during your opponent's turn, although it really doesn't matter. Most of the time, I would just do it on our turn. But I guess I should try to be a better player. Ah, okay. So opponent's going to Thought Erasure. They reveal... Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Player discards a card. Surveil 1. If they discard or consider, I'm not upset. If they discard something we actually want, like Morbid Opportunist or the Modern Age. Oh, they're looking at consider. The Modern Age? I would get rid of the Modern Age. Come on. What's it going to be, opponent? There's 4 options, my guy. Alright, they get rid of Feed the Swarm. I didn't think they were going to go for consider, so we're fine. Because now we get to consider and hopefully draw into something good, like Sheoldred, that they hopefully don't allow us, or they don't force us to discard in the near future. Alright, so we go for a Modern Age. We draw, then we get to discard. We'll discard Morbid Opportunist. Since we drew into another one, we'll discard the one that was in our hand. That way our opponent just has less insight into what our hand is doing. Thief of Sanity. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of that player's library, exile one of them face down, then put the rest into the graveyard. You may look at and cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may spend mana as or mana of any type to cast that spell. Okay. We need to discard a card. Oh, we drew another Sheoldred. We will discard an island. Actually, yeah. No, we'll discard an island. That's okay. Play out the swamp that they know about. Play a Morbid Opportunist. Next turn, we get to cast a Sheoldred, and so we are going to. Even though we don't have protection for it, that's not that big a deal, because we have 2 in hand. So our opponent needs to have both removal and another discard effect to completely screw us. They make us mill 10 cards. Damn, we were not super lucky and mill commit to memory yet. Now, the Thief of Sanity is going to allow them to look at the top 3 cards of our library, and they get to put 2 of them into our graveyard. We hope that they don't see commit to memory with this, because I doubt they would give us memory into our graveyard. I doubt it. We already have 2 Sheoldreds. Oh, it's a Faerie Vandal. Nice. Alright. There goes down another swamp. Here goes Sheoldred. I can swing the Morbid Opportunist. Nothing dies, though. So there's no point. Nice. Hell yeah. Take 2 damage, opponent. I hope you got more draw in your deck. I hope you're running draw and not just, mill. God, Glimpse the Unthinkable is such a good mill card. 2 mana mill 10? That's crazy. I'm almost willing to bet that our opponent is not running, oh, did we get lucky? Did we get lucky? We did not. I'm willing to bet our opponent's not running, what's that one card? Brewvac, that doubles the amount that someone mills. I would almost guarantee our opponent's not running that, but they should be. Alright, we're going to play out Faerie Vandal here. We're going to destroy their Thief of Sanity, get a draw off of Morbid Opportunist, and then also gain, some life from Sheoldred. Opponent say good game. Good game. And that was it. Opponent had enough. We need to restart Arena because the audio bug is coming through again. And, yeah. I think it probably happened from us milling those 10 cards. From what I've heard, it's when a bunch of triggers go on the stack, and that seems to be one of the main reasons that the audio bug triggers. So I'm willing to bet it was our opponent making us mill 10 or something like that. I guess that wasn't a trigger, but I mean, all of those should have had sound effects, right? I'm not sure. I'll be right back. I'm going to pee again while this comes up. And I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Someone did. Someone was so sad that I was gone that they left. Big sadness. Big sadness. All right. Let's see. Again, quick updates. We are 13-4 with the deck. 76% win rate. Dude, this is feeling really nice. I am I am so happy that this deck is happening to work out like super well. Like, I'm using a couple cards that I have never used before, and I am enjoying them. Like the Saga that we've been running. I've never used it before. I had a full playset, which is nice. And it's just been doing very well. The Modern Age. I've seen a decent amount of my opponents use it. I haven't looked to see how many of our cards are common versus uncommon. We have a decent amount of commons. Maybe less. That's 6. That's 10. 13. 13 of our cards are. Majority still seems to be uncommon. Wow, our hand is very, very blue. But double consider and a thirst for discovery. We're going first. Fuck it, we'll keep it. I always tell my friends when we're playing Commander and stuff and we draw our opening hands, I'll hear one of my friends, they'll complain or bitch and be like, oh man, no, not that. They won't complain or bitch. They'll say fuck it, and I'll tell them all the time, don't say fuck it. Don't say fuck it, take your mulligan. And here I am, not doing that. Now we're gonna play a Modern Age. God, it looks like we're playing a mono blue deck right now, dude. It still looks that way. We will discard. What do I discard? Slip out the back? Nah. We still just discard an island. Alright, next turn, I probably play... Man, we drew into another island. Alright, so discarding the island was a good choice. Let's discard this island. Hello, opponent, who definitely still thinks that we are mono blue. We're going to play Faerie Vandal. Island. And we're actually going to consider right now to try and get a counter on our creature. We top deck a Feed the Swarm. Oh, wait. We already drew our second card for turn because of the Modern Age, which means that Faerie Vandal didn't get the trigger. Ah, shit. Alright, that was a misplay. Don't do that. If you have the Modern Age already, yeah, pay attention to when you draw your second card. Be better than me. Okay, opponent plays... I'm not even going to try to say her name. A 1/2 human druid. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, hey, that's like us. They get to create a 2/2 green cat creature token. That looks pretty sick. That cat doesn't look very green. Very much looks like a black cat to me, you know, like a panther. Pay 4 and 2 green until end of turn. Creatures you control have base power toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Interesting. We're gonna play our swamp. Do I feed the swarm right now? Yeah, I think so. We're just gonna feed the swarm this thing. And then I'm going to regret not having that consider in my hand right now, because it would have been great to play and get a counter on Faerie Vandal. Yeah, it's okay. Resolve. Maybe it's ill. Oh, that's game. Maybe the cat's ill. That's why it's green. It's green like it's sick. We got the victory. Hell yeah. I guess removing their creature was the right play. Opponent had enough. They're like, bro, I'm tired of playing against goddamn black removal spells today. I'm out. Count me out. I'm done. Alright, we're going against Buddha. Buddha's supposed to be like wise, right? Probably. Bit scary, bit scary. Let's see. Our only turn 1 play is Foulmire Knight. We're gonna take it. That's been me and it's damn Sheoldred BS. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. Fuck Sheoldred and Sheoldred players, man. This they're lame. That's trash. Okay, because Feed the Swarm is not instant speed, we're gonna start with a consider. Ooh, I will take this Thirst for Discovery. I'm gonna take the Thirst for Discovery. I'm not going to play out another Foulmire Knight. We're just gonna swing with the one we have. Get creative, lol. Hey, man. Hey, fuck you. Be mad creative. Get out of here. Alright, I haven't seen anyone run Sheoldred in Dimir, I don't think. I don't know. I have played a lot of games. It wouldn't surprise me if I have run across someone else who has done this before. I actually think I want to set up Morbid Opportunist instead of playing Thirst for Discovery right now. Our opponent played Frantic Inventory. Draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard. Yeah. Seen them all over, mostly either green or blue and black. Really? You haven't seen any Rakdos ones? Our opponent foretold a card. They don't have double white to... they unsummon our thing. They don't currently have double white for a board wipe. Give me 1 second. There's some weird loud noise going on outside, and I have no idea what it is. I was trying to figure it out. I was unsuccessful. Do I just replay Morbid Opportunist into a board wipe? Potentially. Yeah. That's okay, because if it is a board wipe, we'll get another draw out of here. He said, oh yes, pure blacks, yes, but the multi seems more frequent. Ah, Crackling Drake. We can feed the swarm that. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to go for a thirst for discovery. We want to keep our land, so we're going to decline. We're going to get rid of these two Foulmire Knights. Is that the play? Or one and a you are already dead? We can play a swamp here. We can feed the swarm, get rid of the Crackling Drake. Get trigger off Morbid Opportunist. Sick. We draw another Morbid Opportunist. We swing. Alright, we have Sheoldred in hand. We now just hope that we find a slip out the back. Okay. I'm going to play the Modern Age. Try and get a little more draw going. We're going to discard a swamp. Let's see. I could play out another Morbid Opportunist. If our opponent does happen to board wipe, that is a lot more draw. Swing the Foulmire Knight. Our opponent does not block with their Crackling Drake. There ain't no way. There ain't no way in hell. They take the one. And I play the swamp before I forget and look like a clown. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to make one too when I can afford it. Playing against them is such rough. Go. I didn't say oh, our opponent just shocked. Ooh, hell yes. Hell yeah, dude. Give me the 2 draw. Give me that shit. Are you thinking about making like a mono black one? Like a really good competitive one? Or like a budget one, like, you know, like maybe like the one that you're watching right meow. Crafting this deck, you know, from the get-go, budget and mono. Nice. Yeah, crafting this deck from scratch, I think would cost a lot of uncommon wild cards right now. I don't know what, you know, packs you've been buying or what sets you have a lot of cards from already. We can discard a card. We can discard a swamp. So I can play an island here, and I can consider. We can just play out a Sheoldred. We're at 12 life. I should try to remember that. Been seeing pure rare and up decks. Yo, honestly, and that's got to be costly. No, you're not wrong. Ah, damn it. They're going to return Sheoldred to our hand. All right, we're going to consider in response to that. Island, that could definitely go to our graveyard. See, I really wanted some protection for Sheoldred. That'd be nice. Our opponent's Crackling Drake is getting a bit scary. We kind of need an answer to kill that. Oh, actually, we're about to get a blocker with the Modern Age. That'll be very useful next turn. Rowan, Scholar of Sparks. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. I'm not going to bother reading. Well, I guess I can read all of it. It's +1, deals 1 damage to each opponent. If you've drawn 3 or more cards this turn, she deals 3 damage to each opponent instead. And -5, you get an emblem with. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you may pay 2. If you do, copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. That's the -5. God damn it, another Sheoldred. Kind of a lot of Sheoldreds here. Okay, so we're going to play Sheoldred. We're going to play this side of Foulmire Knight. We'll actually gain 1 life while also drawing a card. And Morbid Opportunist, they can't block anyway. Now we send them face. Now, if our opponent has a removal spell for Vector Glider, good chance that we kind of just die this turn. Because Crackling Drake would go up to 7, and Rowan gets to deal 1. Yeah, again, if they have an answer for Vector Glider, we die. Endo story. They're looking at our Sheoldred. I almost think they want to kill Sheoldred, but if you just remove Vector Glider, that puts another card into your graveyard. Oh, actually, you don't even need the extra damage. Do they not have an answer for our Glider? Experimental Overload. Is that the bounce effect? I think it is, right? Why did they just bounce Sheoldred instead of the Vector Glider? Opponent, are you fucking with me? Or did you fuck up? Strategic planning? Look, top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Yo, that seems really good. An opt. What's going on here? Opponent, what are you doing? You had lethal. Are you fucking with me? You literally could have bounced my only blocker into my hand. You instead let me draw 2, which is nice of you. How much mana do we have? Like a lot. 8? If I play Sheoldred and Thirst for Discovery, can we kill? No, not kill. We'd have to live. How do I do this? This doesn't have read ahead on it. I guess I play Sheoldred. I'll play Thirst for Discovery. That gains us 6 life, which is decent. We discard. Damn it. We discard. What do we discard? Another Sheoldred, sure. And another Morbid Opportunist, I guess. That gains us some life. We get to play this Foulmire Knight. If we swing both Morbid Opportunists, what's the -5? They probably block one of them. We get to get the double trigger and getting 4 more life. Oh no, another creature. We only gain 2 more life, right? Ah, damn it. We got to play the island too. Shit. I should have swung before I used the Foulmire Knight. I would have been able to play a Faerie Vandal as a blocker. Oh wait, we can slip out the back their creature. Do I do that? Do I slip out the back the Crackling Drake? No. Okay, we can slip out the back our Sheoldred. So they can still hit us in the face for 9 with Crackling Drake, but we still have Foulmire Knight to block the 6/6. There's no way you have another Stern Dismissal. You have a Saw It coming? Bro. Come on. That's garbage. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We've already lasted longer in this game than we should have. We should have been dead by now. Our opponent misplayed like 2 turns ago. Although they're going to do a lot of damage.
I've learned lots of techniques from artists.
Ooh, damn it. We were even going to get to draw again with Sheoldred. Fuck. We're down to 1. If our opponent... Is there a way for us to make our opponent draw 2 cards? Oh, we have a Feed the Swarm. Wait, this deals damage to me, though. That's not good. I start with Sheoldred yet again. We go with a Modern Age. We look for a removal spell that doesn't kill us. We need to discard... Foulmire Knight? No. Sheoldred? No. Feed the Swarm? We gotta get rid of Feed the Swarm because it'll kill us. Okay, so we're not dead yet. I can still slip out the back the Crackling Drake. And I can also still set up another blocker with Faerie Vandal. No attacks, end the turn. What's the -5 on this chick? Not you. You get an emblem with whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you may pay 2 if you do copy that spell. Okay. That doesn't kill us. Oh, wait. They just killed themselves. They drew a card while Sheoldred was out. Dude, oh my god. Our Buddha! What are you doing, my man? You had game. And you also just threw it by playing that Crackling Drake. Again. Again, you threw game. Oh my god, Buddha. You guys, learn from Buddha's mistakes. Learn from his mistakes. Dog, all he had to do was bounce one of our blockers super long ago. Alright, we did not win because we deserved to win. Not really. I don't think we made misplays. Nah, not really. I don't think we played badly. Their deck, they had us. They had us several turns ago, and Buddha just bounced our Sheoldred to our hand instead of the little guy from the saga. Ooh, what? Do you have a name, little guy? Vector Glider. Vector Glider that's the little guy. He's got a name. All right, we have Modern Age and Commits Memory in hand, bro. Sick. And Sheoldred. Oh, our hand is looking fucking fire. Oh god. Akum Hellhound. I didn't know had an alternate art. That looks super dope. Which is gonna scare me. Do we need another land? We don't need another island. We need another swamp though. Slip out the back. Not what we're looking for. Next turn we play the Modern Age. And we hope we find a removal spell for this Hellhound. A Consider. Play the swamp. Still play the Modern Age. We're going to discard the Commits Memory. Found another island. Still know what we're looking for. Be mad creative. I've been seeing a lot of Sheoldred too, but not in this format. Well, you've been playing Standard, haven't you, Rooker? Did you ever end up swapping formats and or decks in your attempt to make it to Diamond or climb ladder? What do we need to discard? We will discard an island, I guess. I'm going to play out the Faerie Vandal here. I'm going to play out Faerie Vandal, and I intend to use it as a blocker for, like, the Hellhound. If it lives, of course. You've only been playing Alchemy? Oh, yeah, I think you did tell me Alchemy earlier. I was still talking about Rooker, or I was asking Rooker though, if he ended up swapping formats and or decks, because he had mentioned something about that earlier to me. Right, so we're gonna use Faerie Vandal as a blocker here, and we get to kill the Skyclave Geopede. Is that worse? +2/+2. They're about the same, right? Oh, this one has Trample though. Okay, so we're still gonna take 5 damage here. But check it out. Check out this. You are already dead. Death to you. 1 Geopede down. Okay, Sheoldred's a decent sized blocker. We gotta go for it. We have 2 bodies to block with now. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I can't afford to wait a turn for Sheoldred. I don't think. We just gotta hope they don't have the answer. And that they also don't make their creatures too big right now. That's going to be 2. That's going to be a 4/5. So we can block the Hellhound. Geopede. Geopede's going to hurt. Do I block it with Sheoldred? It feels bad if I do. But I'll take 6. Still be alive. I take the 7. I go to 4. I go down to 4. We have a Consider in hand. Ooh, Thirst for Discovery. Great top deck here. We're going to gain a ton of life. We're still in this game. We'll discard a Swamp. Sick. Super sick. Oof. I'm not going to lie. I was feeling nervous. Do I swing? I can swing Sheoldred. I swing Sheoldred. We're at 12 life. I don't think we die. Next turn, I can play an island, and then we can memory, and then win the game with Sheoldred. We might be able to pull off the combo for the 3rd time this game. Fastwood Surge. Okay, look. This is very scary, right? Skyclave Geopede can get really big, but we can also slip out the back their Skyclave Geopede, so it can't swing at us with its massive trample body. Because I don't think... We haven't seen any removal from our opponent yet. If they had removal to use on Sheoldred, they probably would have, right? Now, this is 7. They have 2 mana up. I'm just going to slip out the back the Skyclave Geopede. And now watch this. Come on. We get to play the island and we get to play memory. And we get to burn our opponent for 14. Boom. Go for it. Hell yeah. Good game, opponent. Enjoy that new hand I got you. You're welcome. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got it. We got it again. Dude, this is... this is still crazy. If we didn't have deck restrictions and limitations on ourselves, I would definitely be running a full set of both Sheoldred and Commit to Memory, and it would probably be more than you need. Because we've pulled this off like 4 or 5 times already. And I've been playing for about 3 hours. Maybe at least a good half hour of that's just been me, you know, deck building and stuff. Let's see, opening hand. So we're doing pretty well. And we've been winning plenty of games outside of getting that combination. It's just so satisfying when we hit it. This hand. Not great. I think I actually want to mulligan. This is a better hand, actually. Alright, turn 1, we're just going to Foulmire Knight. Oh god, opponent starts with Leyline of Abundance. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. Horrifying. Alright, Foulmire Knight's going to go down. Next turn, we cast the Modern Age. Yeah, that's it. That's as far forward as I'm going to try to think. We top deck a Morbid Opportunist. Not bad. Play out our Modern Age. Do I discard a land? I'm going to discard an island. We don't need double blue unless we're going to cast Memory. But we do need double black for Sheoldred. And we have way more Sheoldreds, and Sheoldred's only 4 drops. So it's better to hold on to double black than double blue. Alright, we're still going to discard a swamp. We're going to play out a swamp. We're going to play our Morbid Opportunist. And we're going to see if they want to trade with our Foulmire Knight. They do not. With Morbid Opportunist out, they probably don't swing with their 1/1s. That's okay. Oh, we're super okay with this. Alright, they killed the Foulmire Knight, but we get the draw. That draw means way more to us than that 1/1 Death Touch body against some 1/1s. Okay, miss a land drop. I could consider, but I think it's safer to just thirst for discovery, right? We might draw 2 lands. We don't. Do I discard it? If we don't discard the land, we discard a You Are Already Dead and a Foulmire Knight. We can play this island. And I'm actually going to just consider right now and try to find another land. No. We want to have another land to play next turn because we have to slip out the back to protect Sheoldred. We just need 1 more land to be able to cast both. Although we don't have much follow-up for Sheoldred after that. The only additional draw we have beyond that is this Foulmire Knight. Opponent plays 1/1 Death Touch. A little bit scary. Opponent says 17. They still don't swing the 1/1s. Do I play Sheoldred already? They have Rabid Bites in their deck, and they have a Fang of Shigeki out. I don't think I do. I think I just play this Faerie Vandal. We'll go to combat. We'll swing the Vector Glider. Do I play a Foulmire Knight? Fuck it. I'm going to play a Foulmire Knight right now as well. End the turn. Maybe next turn we just drop Sheoldred. If we don't top deck anything good, then we just play Sheoldred. We have a 38% chance to top deck another land, and that's kind of what we want. So that way we can, again, play the Sheoldred and still hold up mana for slip out the back. So that wouldn't even be a bad top deck. We have a 38% chance for an ideal top deck, which is the land. If we can find more draw, though, off the top, that would be good, too. Okay. So we're gonna pass the blockers. We're gonna attempt to block the Kazandu Mammoth. And fuck it. I'll attempt to block the Fang of Shigeki with the Faerie Vandal as well. We're okay with Faerie Vandal dying. We don't have any draw in our hand. It's not doing anything too crazy. Boon of Boseiju. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest mana value among permanents you control. Untap it. Do we care? Do we care that it gets bigger? It's just until end of turn, right? Yeah. That's okay. It doesn't even get trampled. And again, we were already intending for our creature to die. Wasn't very beneficial for our opponent, I don't think. Ah, Swamp. We got there with the extra draw from the Morbid Opportunist. Sick. So we play Sheoldred here. Next. I'm gonna swing both of our creatures. Okay, they use one of their 1/1s to block. That's sick for us. We get to draw a card. Yes, do it. Ah, damn it. Our opponent heard that I was happy. Clearly, what is it? Stream sniping? We're being stream sniped right now. 100%. By a combination of Garth and Gary. Gareth? Oh, it's probably Gareth. That makes sense. Let's see. Toxic Scorpion. 1/1 Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, another target creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. That's a cool card. And Gareth, 100% stream sniping right now. 100%. Confirmed. Alright, do you swing out? You do swing out. You don't swing the 1/1. No blocks, we take 2. Our turn. We only have 2 blue sources, but we have cards in hand that require 3 total. Do I start with the Modern Age? Do I just play out a Faerie Vandal? I start with the Modern Age. We might top deck a removal spell for the Toxic Scorpion, which would be ideal. Screen sniping shouldn't matter if you build a good deck. Hey man, that's not the point. We need to discard a card. The Faerie Vandal? Yeah, we'll get rid of Faerie Vandal, and I'll just play out Morbid Opportunist. Swing just the Vector Glider. Sheoldred might die. That is a very real possibility. I didn't leave mana up to protect her. I instead was greedy and went for another Morbid Opportunist. It was a greedy play. I'm not going to lie. And keeping the Faerie Vandal in hand over the Morbid Opportunist would have landed us in the same scenario. I could have played Faerie Vandal, sure, instead of Morbid Opportunist, but I still needed to use my second blue to do that. So we'd have a single black up, and that wouldn't really help. Our opponent's swinging Toxic Scorpion and a 1/1, which is very suspicious. I think they intend to buff up their 1/1 and then kill our Morbid Opportunist, I guess. No? Okay, we just get 2 more draws off of this. Sick. Nice. Draw a card, gain 2 life, draw a card. We'll discard a Swamp. Ooh, not you. Play an island. We're going to consider here Foulmire Knight. Eh, fuck it. We'll take it. That's another draw that we can get. And then I can still play this Foulmire Knight. Swing that in the air. Alright, opponent's down to 4. We have 2 slip out the backs. Oh, our opponent's down to 2. They're literally dead on their next draw. So they have to kill us now. We're at 28. Their board is a bunch of 1/1s. Our opponent has missed a lot of land drops. I was not tracking that, but they have. Alright, good game, opponent. Our opponent only had 4 lands. We were up to, like, what, 6? And I'm pretty sure that we probably missed a land drop at some point as well. Interesting. Our opponent did get to play out the majority of the cards in their hand. They only had, I think, 2 cards left in hand at the end of that. So, I don't know. Maybe they got super screwed. Maybe they missed the ability to play like a 5-drop that's like the core of their deck or something. But I don't think so. I think they're just some kind of interesting, weird, mono-green, death touch aggro thing. Wait, were they mono-green? They were, right? Okay, opening hand. Garbage with a triple Swamp. Oh my god. Triple Swamp into triple Island. unfortunate. However, triple blue is actually better. So we're going to keep 6. We're going to get rid of the you are already dead. Turn 1, consider into turn 2, probably nothing, into Thirst for Discovery. Unless we can hit a swamp off this consider. That'd be sick. Slip out the back. We don't need you. We need a swamp. Hey, ask and you shall receive, baby. We got the swamp. That's great because this means that we can Infernal Grasp something on our opponent's turn. And we're going against, you are a wizard, Harry. Alright, Harry, show me what you got. Moss Pit Skeleton, not even going to read it. I'm just, death. Death, please. You had a feign death. Wow. Nice. Do we let them get away with that? Do we just feed the swarm it? Nah. No, we won't. We'll go for Thirst for Discovery. We got plenty of islands to get rid of, that's for sure. I'm gonna feed the swarm you, you fucking Moss Pit Skeleton. I'll bet money you can't do that again. Let's see. Does it perpetually gain something? Oh god. So it's black and green for a, let me go to the printed card. 2/2 with a kicker cost of 3. If Moss Pit Skeleton was kicked, enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put onto a creature you control, return Moss Pit Skeleton from the graveyard to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Huh. Cool card. Ooh. We are still missing a black source. We're going to draw first with Consider. Nice. We're going to take that swamp. We're going to play that swamp because we can feed the swarm their Moss Pit Skeleton and then also develop a Foulmire Knight. Unless they have another Feigned Death. They had another Feigned Death. It should be smaller though, right? Yeah. Alright, whatever. We play our Foulmire Knight. What was the other card they played? Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains reach until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Big play. Cool card. Doesn't give trample though. Do they have a good chance of having removal for Foulmire Knight? Probably. We're going to attempt to block it. Do they have Feigned Death number 3? Or are they just going to play another creature, put a counter on it? No, I just had nothing. Our opponent just does nothing. If they had a removal spell, they probably would have used it, right? Is our opponent baiting us? I'm going to slam the Sheoldred. Hasn't died yet. Opponent plays Forest. Okay, Gnarly Colony. Do they need an additional mana for that? Oh, they needed an additional mana to kick it. That's why they didn't play it last turn. Okay, cool. And they returned the Moss Pit Skeleton to their hand. Okay, that makes sense. So we're going to drop an island here. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to Thirst for Discovery, and then we're going to feed the swarm the Gnarlid Colony after we gain a bunch of life. Do we discard a basic land? Yes. Hell yeah. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Maybe just feed the swarm Gnarlid Colony. Swing it for 4. And end the turn. Next turn we can drop double the Modern Age. Probably discard a You Are Already Dead. We're looking good. Yeah, we're chilling. We're looking real good here. Alright, there goes another Moss Pit Skeleton. With the kicker cost is now 5/5. Big boy, big boy. Big boy, big toy. We're going to start with playing the Modern Age. Let's see, what do we top deck? Faerie Vandal. Do I want the Faerie Vandal? A little bit. What I'm thinking is our opponent swings Moss Pit Skeleton at us. We're not going to want to block with Sheoldred, obviously. But we can flash in Faerie Vandal and then use You Are Already Dead to kill off the Moss Pit Skeleton again. Or do I just take 5? Oh, I've already clicked. It's too late. No blocks. Oh, that's awkward. Yep, alright, we passed the damage. We take the 5. That's okay. 5's not that bad. There goes another Gnarlid colony. Okay. I'm gonna flash in Faerie Vandal now. It'll get a counter. Cool. Draw. We'll discard a Morbid Opportunist. Faerie Vandal gets bigger. We're going to play out a Morbid Opportunist. As much as I want to play the Foulmire Knight, we're not going to. We swing just the Faerie Vandal. I want to hold up the 1 black mana for the You Are Already Dead. Opponent's down to 6. They Vorinclex. So if you would put 1 or more counters, they get doubled, right? If opponent put 1 or more counters on a permanent player, put half that many on it, rounded down. It's got Trample Haste. Oh, wait a minute. I swung with Faerie Vandal? I'm fucking dumb. I wasn't supposed to. Oh god, that's a lot of trample damage coming at us. They hold back the Moss Pit Skeleton. Alright, so we pass the blockers. We block Vorinclex here. We play You Are Already Dead. Kill the Vorinclex. Poof. We draw a card. Cool. Does this let us draw a card? Oh, it does. I forget that You Are Already Dead is in here because it allows us to draw a card as well. That makes a lot of sense. We're going to play the Modern Age. Start with draw if you're going to draw. And we can discard a swamp, right? What do I want to keep on the field? Our opponent can only block 1 creature. They're going to block Sheoldred. Sheoldred's going to die. I discard the swamp. We're going to play the Foulmire Knight. Let me just double check the mana real quick. It probably wouldn't have fucked it up, but we're going to start with the Profane Insight. We're going to draw another card, gain more life. We have another swamp that we can play. We're going to play the Foulmire Knight. 1/1 Death Touch. Swing 3 in the air. Fuck it. We'll swing Sheoldred 2. We don't swing Sheoldred 2. We swing Faerie Vandal. Our opponent goes down to 1 here. They have 11/11 worth of trample. We're at 17. Plus, we have 9 toughness to help keep us alive. We've got this game in the bag. Our opponent's playing a cool deck. Is this a rare? This is an uncommon card. They're actually, I think, pretty budget friendly. Vorinclex being seemingly the only rare. Again, slash mythic. Let's see. Opponent goes up to 3. Doesn't really matter the way we block, but I am going to double block here just to try and prevent some of the damage. What's the green card they have? The big play gives +2/+2. We're still at 7. Faerie Vandal gets to connect for damage, right? I should have read this card before we blocked. Tenured Inkcaster enters battlefield, put +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. And we discard a swamp. Cool. And Faerie Vandal is now lethal damage. Alright, good game, opponent. That was close. That was pretty close. Our opponent was swinging with a lot of big guys. Oh. We almost lost the game with the big play. But slip out the back is godly. God tier. Resolve all. So now their big guy with reach no longer exists. Ooh, yeah. And I almost looked like a jackass. Almost. It was very lucky that we still had that slip out the back in hand. If we didn't have that card in hand, we would have lost. More than likely, we would have lost. And I would have felt very dumb. Very embarrassed as well. But it's fine. We got there. Nothing to worry about. We got there. And let's take a look at the current win rate. Dude, we are 18-4. That is 18-4. That's really good. Oh my god, dude. We are on a 13 win streak with this version of the deck. Do you guys see this? Look right now. Look at my untapped. 13-0, 100% win rates with version number 3 of the deck. 13. I didn't think that we'd won this many games in a row. 13 in a row. The lucky 13, my guy. Oh my god. That's insane. Bro, this deck, it's going on YouTube. This one's good enough. This one will get it done. Okay, opponent's going first. Double slip out the back. Faerie Vandal, Thirst for Discovery. If these were considers, I would keep it, but I ran a mulligan. A much better hand. Get rid of one, slip out the back. We can just Faerie Vandal into Faerie Vandal. So hopefully Sheoldred on 4. Sick. Nice, nice. Let's go. Yeah, I haven't been posting decks into our aw man, do we lose Sheoldred? Fuck. Alright, we lose Sheoldred already. Big sadness. This is gonna be the loss. Because I realized that we were on such a streak. we're gonna lose now. Alright, play out a Faerie Vandal here. But yeah, I haven't been putting decks or deck lists into the Discord because these past 2 nights the decks have not been good. Oh, we find another Sheoldred. That's pretty nice. Yeah, the decks, they haven't been good enough to warrant me showing them to people. This one, yeah, this deck list is going into the Discord. I'm gonna use it for a YouTube video. This one, we're kicking ass, dude. A 13-0 win streak. That's insane. That's super super good for a win rate. All right, we end the turn. I just need to not be lazy tomorrow morning. Get up on time. Not just wake up, but like physically get up and out of bed. Do I save this Faerie Vandal? No. And then edit footage together and make said YouTube video about this deck. And it's going to be using stream footage, which is something I haven't done before, but I plan to do starting now. Hyped to see a Sheoldred deck isn't just a black control pile. Yeah, we're not even like that controlly. All we have is some removal spells. Like, we don't have any counter spells in the deck. Technically commit is, but we know that's not in here to be a counter spell. We don't have any board wipes. We don't have Meat Hook Massacre. We ain't got whatever the something with a dog in his name. I forget what he is. But it's the guy that you can like blitz from your graveyard. We have to discard a card. That sucks. Alright, we discard these. Slip out the back. God, don't make me do that again. Just pass. Pass the turn. And then don't have a counter spell. Damn, dude. Well, that sucks. We had protection for Sheoldred, but we lose it, which is a huge bummer. We also don't have any draw in our hand. Also a huge bummer. Yeah. Yes, I am... I appreciate your excitement too. And oh my god. That's a Doom Whisperer. 5 mana, 6/6, flying, trample 2, pay 2 life, surveil 2. We're gonna double block right here. You can only kill one of them. I actually have a mono black deck. Physical. Over there. Ah, damn it, we drew another Sheoldred. Where I'm running Doom Whisperers in the deck. That is hilarious to me. Alright, we're gonna swing with Sheoldred. We're gonna see if he wants to take the trade. Or if he takes the 4. He probably takes the 4. If he takes the trade, I'm super okay with this. Hey, you know what I just said? We're super okay with this. Why? Boom. Sheoldred number 2. Got him. Nice. Thanks. Alright, if they kill this Sheoldred, we probably lose the game, though. We have literally no gas in hand. And that's actually our last Sheoldred. Oh, the Modern Age. Sick top deck. And our opponent drew a card, so we got a little more value off of Sheoldred as well. And they didn't just drown in the lock us, so that's good. Swing for 6. Oh, man. This is giving me hope. We're close. We just need our opponent to not have a removal spell. Thief of Sanity is not a removal spell. That's a blocker. Not removal. We draw, then discard. We will discard the Foulmire Knight. 100%. Because we can now Thirst for Discovery. Our opponent didn't have Drown in the Lock last turn. They didn't this turn either. Do we discard the Swamp? Sure. Oh, dude, we're at 36 life. Sheoldred is so good. You know why Sheoldred is so good? Because she has the best word in Magic on her. Whenever. Whenever is the strongest card in all of Magic. Our opponent dies here. They block with... they block Sheoldred, and then on their draw step, they die. Whenever is the most powerful word in all of Magic. Hands down, 100%. This is why. Sheoldred is a great example of why the word whenever is so damn powerful. That's another win. We are 14-0. 14-0 with this. That is insane. I'm going to have to like update that in the title for the VOD of this stream. That we went on a 14 win streak. Like that's that's super ridiculous. God damn. I'm so happy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super stoked. This is great. I didn't even have to use too many wild cards for this deck. In fact, I don't know if I had to use any. Excuse me. I'd have to go back and look, but I don't think so. Most of these cards I think I already had. In fact, I already had a full playset of Sheoldred, which is crazy. I maybe crafted... No, I had two You Are Already Deads already. And I had a full set of the Modern Age, maybe a Faerie Vandal. Our opponent got bored with me looking at my hand. 15 win streak, my guys. We are on a 15 win streak. And if you do not believe me, here it is. 15-0. Look at it. Look at it again. Oh my god. 15% win streak. 83% win rate overall. 20-4. This is insane. That's all your daily wins in a row. You're 100% correct. It is. That's wild. Man, all your daily wins takes a long time. Because looking at this, for version 3, the 15-0, we've still played it for an hour and a half. Alright, into another one. Let's see how long it takes for someone to break our streak. And then, you know, when they do, I'm just going to end the stream. Cry sadly. Flip my computer, probably. Yeah. Go yell at my neighbor's cat. I don't know. Take out my anger on something else, right? I don't have my own pets to yell at. I don't have a kid. Can't just go like... you know? Let's see. We're at keep 7. Don't worry. I wouldn't beat my kids. Out of my own frustration, probably. Who knows? Probably not. Probably not. Alright, we're gonna play a Swamp, Modern Age. That's terrible. Why are you trying to make jokes about hurting children? You guys are terrible influences. I'm gonna get rid of a Swamp. This is very good, very satisfying. Oh, man. Yeah, right after this stream, I think... I think after this stream, I just go to sleep. And then I do something I've been meaning to do for a very long time. And that is get up to go to the gym tomorrow. Do I play a Faerie Vandal right now? Modern Age is already going to flip. So I can just play another Modern Age. Find an island. That's good. We can get rid of... What am I doing next turn? I don't want to get rid of the island because we kind of need it for Sheoldred. And it'd be, I think, greedy to get rid of it. I get rid of the Faerie Vandal, I think, actually. I might want to Thirst for Discovery next turn. Part of me wants to be even greedier and then save it for after we get Sheoldred down onto the field, but that might be too greedy. And I also kind of want to save Sheoldred until turn 5. Now, we're going against Gruul. Gruul doesn't have a ton of answers, right? For Sheoldred. They might have some kind of fight effect, but... Yeah, fuck it. We're going to play Sheoldred. We'll go for it. And we'll discard Foulmire Knight. Fuck it. We play Sheoldred. We hope it sticks. If it sticks, our next turn looks incredible. Because we can Thirst for Discovery. gain a bunch of life, or we can Infernal Grasp one of their things. Like that guy. This 4/4 trample haste. He looks scary. Oh god, when he flips, other creatures you control get +1/+1 and have trample and haste. That's very terrifying. We need to kill that. See, so I can Infernal Grasp that. Oh, and I can still Thirst for Discovery, but I'm not going to. We've already gotten lucky once that they did not have removal. I'm not gonna attempt fate too much. We're just going to Infernal Grasp that big guy. We're gonna go combat. We're gonna swing with both of these. Our opponent's tapped out, so I shouldn't be scared of their blocker. We're gonna end the turn, and we're gonna hold the slip out the back. An opponent's gonna take 2. Maybe I should look into a card that says target player draws cards, forcing our opponent to draw more other than just with our memory might be good. Spell can't be countered. That's okay. Our opponent's tapped out. Do I Thirst for Discovery right now? I do. Jeez. Alright, we get rid of 2 slip out the backs. Nice. More life gain. Sick. Into another slip out the back. Man, that's a lot of them. Okay. And our opponent concedes. Alright, good game, bro. We're still keeping the ball rolling. That is insane. Here we are. Fucking 16-0. And I'm still trying to look at making a change to the deck. But let me just take a peek. Target player, draw card. In colors blue and black. Historic legal. I'm not even gonna put common or uncommon yet. I just want to see if a card like that exists. Like it should, right? There's a couple options. Blood Pact. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. That's pretty good, actually. Is Blood Pact better than Thirst for Discovery? It's also a 3-drop. It's 2 and a black. And then again, target player draws 2 and loses 2 life. With Thirst for Discovery, at most, we net 2 cards. Losing 2 life isn't too bad because we'd have Sheoldred. And in fact, if Sheoldred's out, we still gain 2 life. Thirst for Discovery, we get to gain 6, though. Probably not. Probably still better to keep what we have. But Blood Pact. That's what I'm looking for. Thirst for Discovery is better? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I concur, Rooker. But Blood Pact, cool card. If I'd seen it before, I promise you, that would have been in the deck. Modern Age is the most sus card in the deck. Oh, what? No, Modern Age is one of the best cards in our deck, dude. No. 100%. Modern Age is one of the best cards in the deck. And in fact, another reason why Thirst for Discovery is better is because we can decline to discard a land and discard 2 cards instead as a way to get Commit to Memory into the graveyard. Compulsive Research. Oh wait, Compulsive Research might actually be better than Thirst for Discovery. Let me play my turn real fast before we get into why. Do I just play the Modern Age? I think I just play the Modern Age and hold up the Infernal Grasp. We'll get to draw off the Morbid Opportunist, and that allows us another chance to potentially draw protection for Sheoldred. Oh, actually, we need to draw 2 cards for that. We need to draw another land and then also the slip out the back. Let's see. Torment of Scarabs. Okay. If we were more controlling, Frantic Inventory would be an awesome 2-drop. Search. Okay. We end the turn. Resolve. We can destroy it. Decline you. Oh, nice. We pick up an island. That's sick. And a Consider. Also sick. We get rid of the Infernal Grasp here. Because I want to play my land for turn. We're going to feed the Swarm. Nah, I shouldn't feed the Swarm first. I should draw first. So we're going to draw first with a Consider into another Consider. We'll take it. Because I'm going to feed the Swarm the fuck out of the Torment of Scarabs. That's why I love Feed the Swarm. It's so good. We're going to Consider again. Do I take the Thirst for Discovery? Sure. And we swing with Morbid Opportunist for 1. Frantic Inventory. That's the one. Wait, no, I don't remember Frantic Inventory. I can picture the artwork, but I can't remember the wording. Frantic. Draw a card, then draw. Oh, our opponent used this not too long ago. Draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard. It's not bad. Let's see. Opponent plays this. Beginning of your upkeep, target opponent discards a card for each shrine you control. Do we think our opponent has removal? They had a Bloodchief's Thirst. They'd have to kick it for 4 to kill Sheoldred. I'm gonna Thirst for Discovery. We've already held off on playing Sheoldred this long. So I'm still gonna wait. I'll wait one more turn, I guess. We're gonna have to discard a card. We discard a Swamp. Easy day. We still have 6 mana. Double black. That's all that matters. Let's see. Probably very little removal, but sweepers are gonna be in there. They already have Bloodchief's Thirst. We've seen that already. They'd have to kick it, but they would be able to destroy Sheoldred. Yeah. But Compulsive Research, right? Let me... God damn it, opponent. You're going to force me to interact. Trying to make me play Magic. It's not what I'm trying to do right now. Alright, Sheoldred needs to come down. Oh, we top deck the slip out the back. That's perfect. Dude, again, ask and you shall receive. Thank you, MTG Arena. Resolve. We discard the Infernal Grasp. Hold on to the slip out the back. Right, Compulsive Research. 2 and a blue. I'll just read it. I won't. Fuck our opponent. Where is it? Compulsive Research. 2 and a blue, just like our current card. Target player draws 3 cards. So we could target our opponent, force them to take 6 damage if Sheoldred's out. Then that player discards 2 cards unless they discarded a land card. It is pretty much the same as what we're running now. We can... X equals 3. All the creatures get -3, -3. He's already tapped out. Do I just let this resolve? Ooh, we have the commit. And another Sheoldred. Let's see. We can bounce something back to our opponent's hand. And we need to cast commit. Let's see. What says it upkeep? Ooh. Honden, we're going to get rid of you. We're going to bounce that to our opponent's hand right now. So that way it doesn't get the trigger on their upkeep. And if they force us to discard another card, we can discard the Sheoldred. We should win next turn. We should win next turn with the thing. Compulsive Research. Again, I've been trying to say it forever. Fuck you, opponent. Compared to Thirst for Discovery. Compulsive Research is a sorcery versus instant. But Thirst for Discovery, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land. The only difference, how many commits to memory are you running? A single copy. It is a rare. I think I actually make this swap. Compulsive Research is just better. The majority of the times that we're casting, that's another win, by the way. That's like, I think that's 16. Most of the time that we're casting Thirst for Discovery, it's on our turn anyway. I know that game we did cast it during our opponent's turn, but Compulsive Research just seems better because it's target player. Again, we can force our opponent to take 6, which essentially turns Compulsive Research into burn if we don't need the draw. And it is literally functionally the same. I can't hover this as well. Draw 3, then discard 2 unless you discard a land. And we are only running basic lands. Draw 3, discard 2 unless you discard a basic land. I don't want to fuck with our deck yet. But I think Compulsive Research might be better. As soon as I lose a game, I will try it out. I'm gonna urinate real quick. Oh, we're 17-0. I'm just gonna throw that up there. Take a look at that. All right, we're back. We're back. Nice. You sent me a message on Discord. Say less. Say less. All right. Let's see. Done here. Let's see. Again, I don't want to ruin our win streak just yet. I'm really wanting to solidify plans in the collab. I'm definitely down to do that. 17 win streak, dude. That's crazy. 17 wins. 22-4. Version number 3, killing it. 17-0 over an hour and 42. Nice. All right, so we're gonna play again. Still, we're gonna keep playing this version and this specific deck until someone ruins our win streak. Bro, if we could hit 20, do you know how good that would look for like YouTube? I can put this in the thumbnail, or not the thumbnail, the title now, dude. Fucking 17 game win streak with Dimir Sheoldred. Something to that effect. All right, I'm checking Discord. Let's see. Yeah, hand's looking good. We'll keep the 7. Actually, I can open up Discord over here. Probably be easier to read it, not on my phone. Turn 1, we have no turn 1 play. Drop an island, pass the turn. How do I find my message with you? Oh, direct messages. There we go. All right, let's see. You can drop a swamp. We drop the Modern Age because it's a great card. 20 wins in a row with a 4 rare deck has a nice ring to it. Not gonna lie. Yes. Our opponent is I killed you. He could be the one to do it, man. He could be the one to prevent us from reaching there. Again, Modern Age, super sick card. I like it. It gives us a body. It works well with the Faerie Vandal. It works well with Sheoldred. I'm telling you, man, the Modern Age is a great card. Should not be underestimating it. We will discard Foulmire Knight, maybe. We can play Faerie Vandal. I'll get rid of Foulmire Knight. I can play the Faerie Vandal and an island. We can hold up the Consider, but it doesn't matter because I paid attention this time. We've already drawn 2 cards. Should have set an upkeep stop and flashed in Faerie Vandal there. Yo! Rooker, you're a goddamn genius, dude. I 100% should have been doing this with Faerie Vandal the entire time. Nighthawk Scavenger. That's okay. We just take the Consider into our turn. Because now we'll get to not only put a counter on Faerie Vandal, but we'll get to Infernal Grasp, our opponent's creature. Unless I want to be extremely greedy and then play out Morbid Opportunist and then just hold up a slip out the back. But nah. So we start with Consider. We start with the draw. Another Faerie Vandal. Nah. Now we get rid of that Faerie Vandal. Okay, we're going to Infernal Grasp, the Nighthawk Scavenger, because that thing has Death Touch, Flying, and Lifelink. Super horrifying. And we swing Faerie Vandal. Upkeep stops are going to become a normal part of your gameplay soon enough. I'm slowly converting you. You're not wrong. This is not something that, again, I've normally had to think about or worry about. I don't have a lot of decks that use upkeep triggers. Ah, damn. It feels bad. So we're going to play a more Morbid Opportunist here. Do I swing? I kind of don't want to. We're just going to end the turn. When they swing Nighthawk Scavenger, I guess we just have to take it. We just hope we find a Sheoldred soon, I guess, and then more draw. Shadow Heart, 2/2 Death Touch, specialize for 2. Or will activate only if a player has 13 or less life. At the beginning of your end step, it deals 1 damage to each player. Cool card. And then if they specialize it for 2, it becomes a 4/4 Death Touch lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, it deals 1 damage to each player. Pretty scary card. They don't swing with the Nighthawk Scavenger. That's super good for us. Double slip out the back. Not really what we were hoping to see. I'm going to swing the Vector Glider. I kind of want the draw from the Morbid Opportunist. And Faerie Vandal also wants us to draw. If only Faerie Vandal had 1 more power, eh? Yeah. Yeah. I'd be able to swing with it already. But that's okay. Damn it, we draw a land. Unlucky. Why is your power? Does this increase power? Oh, its power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in your opponent's graveyard. Ah, that's unlucky. I didn't know that's how its power worked. Okay, let me read the message. No prizes. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not gonna play a tournament with no prizes. Fuck out of here. Who do you think I am? Alright, we're gonna declare this is a blocker. Yeah. Declare that as a blocker, and then we're gonna slip out the back. You're gonna feign death? That's hilarious, because I'm gonna slip out the back. It's not gonna die anyway. Let's see. Resolve. Pass. Cool. Opponent's tapped out. Nice, nice. Oh, man. Okay, 5 minutes to make a deck core. Okay. Then we'll use some random method to distribute out the decks. Then each player will only have 15 minutes to brew up a full deck list with given cores. Then we'll do a round robin tournament, 5 rounds total of best of 3 historic. So you need to make a sideboard too. After the 5 rounds, a winning brewer will be announced, and a small portion of glory will also go to whomever made the winning deck core. Ah, boo, boo! No credit. Credit only to the winner. We would all meet up at predetermined time and coordinate each phase of the collab through Discord voice chat. Yeah, this sounds good to me, dude. I'm not gonna use the link yet, but I'll click on the link after I'm done with the stream. Okay, so we're gonna consider here. Sheoldred is perfect. We even have a land to play still for turn, right? Oh, actually, we don't even need it. We just drop Sheoldred and then hold the slip out the back. Yeah, no, I'll wait. Yes, yes, we get Sheoldred. That's sick. That's sick. Do I hold this island? I think so. I hold the island in case we top deck another Modern Age. Okay, I'll swing both of these. But yeah, Rooker. I like the guidelines. They seem solid to me. Infernal Grasp. The Faerie Vandal. We let the Faerie Vandal die. We get a draw from Morbid Opportunist. Top deck another Sheoldred. Not what we were hoping to see. End the turn. Alright, opponent. What you got? Do they have more removal for Sheoldred? Or were they really more scared of Faerie Vandal than Sheoldred the Apocalypse? Nope. There it is. Hero's downfall. Well, it's a good thing Sheoldred is no hero. She will not be downfalling today. No sir-e. Opponent's going to gain 4 life, though, which sucks. And now Shadowheart, I think, gets to flip. No, they can specialize it for 2, which sucks. And I just hovered it, so I may have reminded them. Also sucks. Ah, come on. You know, if they do specialize and make that into a 4/4 Death Touch lifelink, we're going to swing with Sheoldred. Why? You know exactly why. So we have another one. Oh my god. Oh no. This isn't good. Triple Sheoldred is not what we want to see. Not at all. That's bad. God damn it. I killed you is going to be the guy to kill our streak. I felt it. I knew it. All right, there goes another Sheoldred. He only has 2 cards in hand. We need to find some draw. We need to find some draw so we can live. Our opponent's at 20. They've gained so much life. They've had so many lifelink swings. All right, you'll remove the part about credit being given to the best deck core. Damn right. We'll just talk generally beforehand about all building relatively strong deck cores. Again, for the random distribution, I think the best way to mitigate someone using a really shitty deck core or building one is the threat of you getting your own deck back. Ooh, Sheoldred number 3. Because I would want to build a good deck core if there's a chance that I get to build the entire deck around said core. There goes Sheoldred. Nighthawk Scavenger. Feels bad. Come on, we need draw. Yes, the modern age, because it's fucking good. Go. Find me more card draw. I want to live. I want to live. Give me more draw. Damn it. Alright, we have now lost all of our Sheoldreds. Oh my god. All the lands in the world. God, do we even have lands left in our deck still? 10. That's rough, buddy. I killed you. God damn it, you son of a bitch. You ruined my streak. We stop at 17-0. 17. That's crazy. Yeah, block that guy, I guess. Another modern age. Discard an island. We kind of need to find like double removal to survive. Oh my god, another land. Are you serious? My guy. Holy fuck. That's so much land. Another land was on top. What is this? This is it. This is the payback for all of our good luck thus far. And we top deck a land. Dude, that was like so many lands. That is so unfortunate. Oh my god. That's so many lands. How many do we have left in the deck? We only have 7 lands left in the deck. We hit 15 lands off the top half of our deck. 15 out of 22. That's rough. That's super rough. Our opponent didn't beat us. I conceded. That's different. 17 lands in a row could also go in that thumbnail. Yes. Okay. Now that I've taken that one loss, I will even show it to you. I will show you my shame. 17-1. 100% win rates on the draw, 89% on the play. We beat the stereotype. We're better on the draw, according to these stats, clearly, 100%. Totally not skewed by the fact that we were undefeated. Damn. 17-1, though. I killed you. You really did. You killed my hopes and dreams. Okay, so we're going to go to the deck, and we're going to make that change that I was talking about. We're going to get rid of the Thirst for Discovery instead for Compulsive Research. And I hope I have them. I think it was a common as well. Oh, damn it, dude. Is there another version? This is why we're not using Compulsive Research. We're not using Compulsive Research because Arena is fucking bullshit. So, I was just kidding. We're going to go to decks, discard changes. Okay. Well, if you decide to make this deck and not care about deck restrictions, Thirst for Discovery, I would, again, replace with Compulsive Research. I do think it is just better. Because target player draws 3 cards. The fact that you can target your opponent, I think, is better. Because there were a couple games where we did have Sheoldred out, our opponent was low, and we played Thirst for Discovery. We didn't need to gain more life. We were already at like 30 plus. But again, making our opponent take 6 during our turn because it's sorcery speed is still good, because then we pass the turn, it goes to them, and they take 2 more points of damage with Sheoldred still out. That's essentially 8 burn with Compulsive Research if they survive the initial 6. Like, it's a good card. And you gotta love Arbitrary Rarities and Mystical Archives. I fucking hate Mystical Archives so much. It has made so many of our decks harder to use. Mystical Archive. God, trash. Is Approach of the Second Sun? Well, Approach of the Second Sun I think was already a mythic. But man, this is garbage. Absolute garbage. So many good cards that we lose out on. Largely Faithless Looting. That one still hurt the most. Grape Shot also hurt us before. I haven't made a land destruction deck. I don't know if there's a regular version of Stone Rain. But I'm not a monster, so I still have not yet done that. Disgusting. Faithless Looting being rare sucks so much. It 100% fucks us up. It just ruins us. Alright. I'm probably going to play like 1 or 2 more matches. I'm not going to play for my usual desired 5 hours. That was a really good win streak that we just went on. It finally came to an end. It would suck to leave on a loss. But like I said, I'm going to play 1 more match still. Maybe we win, maybe we don't. I'm going to click on that link for you, Rooker. And I'm going to try to go to bed. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to try to go to bed. It's still early. Go sleep early so you can wake up early and work on your video. Exactly. Like, again, I have also partially slept in these past 2 mornings because I didn't have a video to work on. I do still need to work on the script for my Mythic video. However, I have altered it slightly. I want to wait until the season is over, because earlier today, as you know, I was also playing in ranked still. So I'm not going to post us making it, or post me making it to Mythic until the end of the season. Until the season has ended and I know where I finally stand at the end in Mythic. Because if I can reach the Mythic leaderboard and get like an actual rank, like that would be cool. Even if it's only brief, even if I'm not still on the leaderboard at the actual end of the season. Like, I don't know, that'd be cool to me. We're gonna get rid of you are already dead. We don't have any creatures in hand, so it's not very beneficial right now. We're gonna feed the Swarm the Hellhound, I think. That's gonna put a lot of pressure on us. Lotus Cobra is also like super terrifying. Let's see, what do I discard? I think I want to get rid of Slip Out the Back right now. We're going to feed the Swarm, the Hellhound. It doesn't feel good to leave Lotus Cobra alive, but something is going to live. We'll get rid of that Swamp. Thirst for Discovery. Yeah, you should be a different card. Not that you've been bad, but you should be a common card that is 1 better, and then 2 would make my deck even lower in cost for someone else to recreate. Garbage. Ooh, we need to destroy this more than we need to feed the Swarm to Lotus Cobra. So, let's see. I can start with the Modern Age, because we might draw another island. And if we draw that island, just like I said, we discard the Swamp, play the island for turn, and then we can still feed the Swarm the Boseiju. And we end the turn. Nice. And we still got to draw. Oh, but yeah, again, the past 2 streams, deck hasn't been really good. So I haven't gotten up early to, fuck, there's a Shia, that's a bad day. So I haven't had a reason to get up and to go through the previous night's stream and make it into a video yet, which is the new format that I want to use for my videos. Because I was thinking about how much time it had originally been taking me to try and make a video. And it was like a lot of efforts. Actually, do I keep the slip out the back? It was very time consuming because for my first 2 decks that I posted to YouTube, I played 100 plus matches with Knight of the Ebon Legion deck. And then like 60 or 70 matches with Queen of Lenel by the end of it. And like that's very time consuming. And then on top of that, I still played more games to record gameplay specifically for the video. But it just seems unnecessary. If I stream with it and it performs well, then I can just use the stream footage. So I'll go back, edit over some of this footage from tonight. I'll throw together, you know, quick little intro explaining the deck list that we ended up on. This one right here. And then, yeah, just show a bunch of gameplay. That's it. Some of which will be us, you know, on that fucking 17 game win streak. Which is pretty solid, pretty solid. Oh, I have to block this or we die. We're down to 7. We're gonna end the stream on a loss, which feels bad. Yeah, I think Arena has decided it's time to take back all of those wins that it gave us. They have a 7/7 with Trample. We're gonna thirst for discovery. We might top deck a removal spell. We don't. I can play Foulmire Knight, but again, it's got Trample, so we just die. Actually, if I triple block it, do we get to live? No, I can't triple block because the Shia needs to be blocked. And if he swings the Lotus Cobras too, we're also super dead. Yeah. Alright, good game. Oh god, I forgot what Rampaging Brontodon does, because I haven't seen it since, like, I first, you know, made an Arena account. That's a big boy. Damn, minus 31. That's rough. Alright, guys. I appreciate everyone for coming through, stopping by. Let's see. I'm going to throw up the deck list again real quick over here. We got 4 Consider, 4 Slip Out the Back, 4 Foulmire Knights, 2 You Are Already Dead, which is definitely a card that you can swap out. I like it, but it's more of like a pet card, right? I wanted to try it. It seemed cool. It does fit the deck a little bit because we have a couple small blockers like Faerie Vandal, Morbid Opportunist, and like even Foulmire Knight. That's not really a good example. But we have a couple small blockers. Faerie Vandal, oh, right, Vector Glider, and Morbid Opportunist. So even blocking to prevent yourself from taking the damage, you can use You Are Already Dead and then kill their big guy. And then draw a card still, which is, you know, large theme of the deck. But if you want to swap that for like another Infernal Grasp or something, like it's probably not a bad idea. Then we have the 4 Faerie Vandals, the 4 The Modern Age, which I highly recommend you keep in the deck. A Rooker. 3 Feed the Swarm. Great card. Best removal spell ever in black. Ever, in my opinion. Because enchantments are still super prevalent. All of you guys probably know that already. 2 Infernal Grasp. 3 Thirst for Discovery. 4 Morbid Opportunists. 1 Commit to Memory. 3 Sheoldred. 11 Swamps. And 11 Islands, even though I said it backwards. No tap lands are in the deck. And we're only running 22 lands. Getting called out for your opinions. 100%. I'm 100% calling you out for your opinions. But that's going to be it. Again, Rooker, like I said, I'm going to click on the link. We're going to hash out the details of our collab. And yeah, once again, thank you all for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I will, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I won't tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow. All right, bye.